The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas
For over
Avenue.
25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome, everybody, to Jal Sports. We're in Tatum, New Mexico, as we have the JV game still going on. 3:26 to go before we get into our game, or after we get into our game. Actually, this game is still going on for about 3:19 to go. I should say that instead. 41-46 is the score. Tatum up by 5. It was a big lead, but Jal has been able to whittle it down to just 5 so far, but it hasn't been any closer than that, it seems like, with 3:17 to go. This is Ron Gunner. Thank you much for being here on Jal Sports once again, whether you can catch it on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube, it is always going to be for free, and that seemed to be, well, if they're youthful, so it didn't hurt as much, but definitely would have been hurtful for me. So just going to go ahead and get you a pregame going here pretty soon as that one goes out of bounds from Landon Edwards. We have the lineups and we have everything else, so we will start up right after this game. In the meantime, though, we're going to continue with the coverage. 2:58 to go, 46-41, still the same score. Be back in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Foul on the play, 2 on the line, 1:35 to go, and it's 3-point game, 46-43 on the JV side. Once again, it is Tatum leading by 3 over Jal on these JV. This is a bonus coverage right here on Jal Sports.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
(47-43) is the score, and it is a minute 12 left in this JV game before we start getting warm-ups for the Lady Panthers as they take on the host, Lady Coyotes. We'll be talking about that here in just about 3 minutes or so. As soon as I get the lineups as well, make sure that they are correct. I think they are. Just get the starters. That'll be always a good indication of who is going to be out there when they start, for those that didn't know. Landon Edwards out there, going to be getting the inbound, looks like. He is part of the varsity team from time to time. And 2 more makes it a 4-point game. And a minute to go. Take and an easy shot, put up and uncontested goes in. Makes it a 2-point game with 43 seconds remaining. And this is going to be close. Foul on play is going to stop the clock with 34.6. Actually, the game is tied at 47. This clock, or the scorekeeper, was a little slow about getting those points on. 47 all, 34.6 seconds remaining, and these 2 shots will definitely be important. First one is not going to make it off the back of the rim and hits the front. Actually went off the glass. Either way, though, did not make it. One more with 34.6 seconds to go. 47 tie. That one looks like it's going to hit the back as well. Not as hard, but still doesn't make it. Rebound by Jal, and let's see if they can push it up the floor. Nope, lost it in the process. Turnover for Jal. And going back the other way still, though, it's as close as it is. Jal should be very happy with them fighting back to get into this game. They haven't gotten the lead, but they did get the tie. As it is now 11 seconds to go. Need to foul. I believe that's what the fans are saying anyway, with 6 seconds. Lose the ball, and that should be about it. And it is. Oh, it can be overtime now, so that's the reason why you don't want to foul. All right, I forgot that he missed both of those free throws. So we're going to go into overtime. Be a little more of a delay for the ladies and, of course, for the gentlemen, as we have a doubleheader. And you can call it a triple header now, as we're getting some more bonus coverage from this JV game. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here. 47 all is the score. Come back with about 4 minutes to go as they start the overtime number 1.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Just under 2 minutes to go on this JV game, as that one looks like it's going to go, well, they didn't go out of bounds, got saved, but it was taken by Landon Edwards. Got thrown out, and last touch, though, by Tatum, so still Jal ball. 53-47 is the score. It has been 6 points in overtime for the Coyotes, and Jal has been blanked so far, but they did come back. Maybe this three will land. No, it will not. And it'll be back towards the other way for Tatum. All alone, and puts it up and in for two more. 55-47, an 8-point lead now. 1:26 to go in this JV game. Bonus coverage once again for you. 1:20 to go now in the in the fifth, or the first overtime. We have a decent crowd here for the girls and the boys game today. Two did not meet because of the storm, so they will meet today for the first time in district. And a bit of a wonky schedule, as it was Jal who played yesterday against Loving in Loving. And now they're on the road again, as Willie Nelson would say, over here trying to get another victory for district. Tatum squad, though, is one of the tops in the league, or in the district, for 4 as well as for 2A. That one drops in. 15-4 is their record, and Jal Lady Panthers not too far behind with a 14-7 record. Tatum suffered their first loss just the other day against Texaco, one of the top teams, and that was by 1 point. They were able to beat them in Texaco by 2 points. Of course, we'll talk about that again before this game gets started, but we still have 1:09 to go. Wanted to let you know what was going on. 55-48 is the score, and we continue bonus coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network. Stick around.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
$56-50, 29.6 seconds remaining, and a timeout on the floor. Still a close game in overtime once again. 47-all was the tie. And Tatum has outscored. It's been 9-3 so far, but still a 6-point difference, and 29.6. Jal still clinging on, trying to get back into this game. Let's watch the conclusion of it before we get into our first. Of course, warm-ups actually is going to happen first.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
.8 seconds left in this first overtime. 57-50 is the score, and it looks like that Tatum is going to retain their victory. As this one's going to go to the, well, it wasn't going to go to the wire, but it was close as it got tied up at 47. Misses off the front. One more opportunity for him in the doesn't really matter category, but would be nice to have a point in your name on the board for the game. Should really try. I don't think he did, and missed it. And that'll be the game. Final score once again, 57-50 for the JV squad. Jal loses to Tatum. We'll be back in a moment to continue coverage and start on our coverage for the Lady Panthers versus the Lady Coyotes. Be right back.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, we do have the lineups now, and under 5 minutes to go before I believe we're going to have this national anthem. So let's see. I'll be doing this a little bit differently this time around, simply because I didn't bring my materials with me. Do a lot of research on it and forget to bring it, or forget to double check to get it in your vehicle anyway. So that's always fun. At least we have our next game won't be too far away, and it'll be, of course, in Jal against this Tatum squad next week. Nevertheless, though, let's talk about it this week. Starting with the girls, as they are, it's going to be a good game. Both sides are in the contention in the top 10 at least. I know last time I saw, I believe Tatum was number 3 or maybe 4, depending on where they are at after they lose to a strong win from Texaco just Friday. And it was yesterday for the Jal versus Loving, as it was Jal who was able to beat Loving and go to 14-7, 4-1 in district, while it is 15-4 for Tatum, and I believe also 4-1 in the district as well. Let's go ahead and pause for a second, be back, and we're going to get you the lineups right here.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
All right, we have the lineup for Tatum. We don't have the starters for them, so let's go ahead and go down the line. And it is going to be 0, Alaya DeLeo, along with number 1, Avery Hennard. Number 2, Tessa Kirby. Number 3, Isabel Ramirez. Number 4, Nicole Garcia. Number 10, Mezzi Martinez. Number 11, Sofia Flores. Number 14, Drayon Young, along with number 15, Naomi Garcia. It'll be, so that's Shelby, number 40. Number 25 will be Hollian Mitchell, and number 22 is going to be Colby Hennard. And I am alone again with camera work as well, so I'll be limited on my stats, but I will still try to keep up with them, as once again working with the same setup as I usually do, but that's all right. Got to roll with the punches sometimes. Move your foot out of the way as well. So you can't seem to get solid ground underneath me. I've got too much stuff next to me. At the time it worked, it was perfect, but of course things do change. So for Jal, let me double check to make sure that the lineup usually is the same. It's going to be Marin Nieto starting. Of course, that is going to be the junior, along with Natalia Rivera. Also going to get Charisma Rodriguez. She is also a junior. It's a very young team, along with Katie Lujan. Caden is a freshman, and Abigail Dardone, a sophomore. So no seniors starting this year once again. Also on the floor is going to be Charisma Rodriguez, Peyton Lujan, number 10. Going to be Jonna Butts, Itzel Ramirez, and Abigail Dardone. So let's get this thing adjusted right. As we are about to get underway. It is 1-40 against this squad, the Jal Panthers are, so it's been a long, long time. I believe, if I remember correctly, it was 2008 that they last won That was in Jal. So Tatum undefeated against this squad since, for the last 41 games anyway, going back to about 2006. So neither side has seen in their lifetime a win, especially in Tatum. So it looks like, let's see if they're going to do introductions or they're going to do national anthem. We're going to take a break. Be back in a moment right here. We're watching it on Panther Sports.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
National anthem has just ended, and we are about to get underway. Of course, we got the lineups to go once again, as these two teams are fighting for district.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
We are once again back in Tatum as the Jal Lady Panthers are being introduced right now with the starting lineup. Of course, that is Nieto Rivera along with Rodriguez. Actually, the whole, that's Peyton Lujan, Caden Lujan. As we get into so Darden had a 3. Let's see, that was, oh, that's right, that was the other game. That was against Hagerman. Had a tray in the Hagerman game. So once again, let's see, actually are we going to get the whole one, or Nicole Garcia, looks like Mezzi Martinez going to be starting. Maybe not. Maybe they're going through the whole lineup. Oh, okay. This is the starting 5. Okay. Avery Hennard is going to start, along with Isabel Ramirez. Cindy Rice. Oh, Cindy Rice is going to be back. So she is back. Colby Hennard, and who's the other one? It's going to be Naomi Garcia. So surprise return for Sydney. I'm glad that she is back, even though Jal faithful probably didn't want to see her on there. She's very competitive and very good on the floor. So once again, it is Avery Hennard, along with Isabel Ramirez, Sydney Rice, Naomi Garcia, and Colby Hennard. And yep, that is correct. That is 5. About to get tipped off here in just a moment. Thanks everybody for being here, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. We are on live and also on recorded for later on broadcast. If you want to watch this anywhere, anytime on those 2 formats, whether again, it's going to be HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube, just under the Jal Sports banner. So we're going to get started. It'll be, that was Sydney who got the tip off of that one, but Jal starting it off. Going to go inside for Darden, but loses the ball. That'll be the first turnover. Back-to-back turnovers, as that is Nieto who gets the ball. Going to pass it across, does get it over to Caden Lujan. Caden's going to bring it up to the right-hand side. Before Charisma gets it, gets double teamed, just going to use upper dribble, tries to get it out, but loses the ball in the process. Quickly goes back the other way for Hennard. And she's going to put up a 3 and miss it off the front, go out of bounds. And it'll be back for Jal as they get the ball back. It was Colby who was the one that took that 3-point shot and missed it. So far with 7:23 to go, it is a scoreless game. Not too surprising. Nieto with the ball right now as she gets it over to Caden Lujan. Inside, stolen, and that's another turnover for Jal. That'll be their 3rd. Back the other way into the hands of, that would be Naomi Garcia. Garcia on the left wing, thought about going inside, still was trying to, and she does. Gets it underneath, is going to miss that one. That's going to be an easy, well, not an easy layup because it was contested, but that was Isabel Ramirez. Shot missed and returned. Going to go back the other way quickly for Tatum. And they're going to get that one blocked by Nieto. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by her. 6:41 to go. 0-0 is the score still. Thank you very much for being here on this Tuesday evening. We've got a lot of games going on in Lee County. I know that for certain. I'm glad you were part of this one. Underneath, lost. Darden with the ball, and she's going to get it across the timeline as she gets double teamed. Loses the handle and goes out of bounds. Last touch by, that'll be Garcia. And it goes out for Tatum, and Jal will be inbounding the ball. Inbounding, finally gets it over to Marion. Top of the arc, goes back to her right. Going to pass that to her right wing, and finally gets it is Dardone. Over to Caden Lujan, loses it as she tries to get it to Natalia, and instead goes back the other way for Tatum. Inside, underneath, tries to put up a shot, will be blocked. And actually it'll be Isabel Ramirez. Once again, a presence looks like she is under the basket. And that'll be a foul against, that was a Charisma. First foul for Jal. And that one goes in. First points of the game are on a free throw. 1-0 is the score. 6:07 to go in the first. One more to go, and she drains both of them. 2-0. As Jal gets double teamed, going to be a jump ball. As it was Caden Lujan who could not get it out of the grasp, and it will be a turnover for Jal. Back with the ball will be Tatum underneath their basket. Bad pass though, but does get tracked down. That is by Garcia to the top of the arc. She's going to chase it down before it goes to back to the timeline. And over to Colby. Colby using some good footwork. This goes to the left wing. Nieto, though, is able to block that pass out of bounds. And it will continue to be Tatum ball. 5:50 to go in the first. On the hands of Avery Hinnard. Over to Garcia. It's going to be Natalia doing some defense, and she maybe get the call on that one, but no, it went out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum, so a turnover for Tatum. Jal with the ball. 2-0 is the score, 5:31, and Dardon with the ball now as she's in front of us. Goes out of bounds on the front of the bench, in front of the scoring table. And last touch by Tatum. Neto needs to go on the other side. There you go. Gets it inbounded to Caden Lujan. She is at the timeline. I think she didn't go back and forth on that one. She did get it across. Charisma with the ball. Back to Dardon over to the right wing now. Inside, tried to get it to Natalia, but again, unable to get that pass in. Turnover Jal back the other way, and quickly is going to be passed. Almost lost the ball, but Garcia with the turn in. Misses it, rebound, and put up by Hinnard. And Avery is going to go to the line to shoot two as there's another foul. This time it's going to be against. That'll be Natalia Rivera. I believe that's her second. So 5:05, already 2 fouls for Jal and none for Tatum. Lots of action going on around here. Once again to the line to shoot two is Avery. 1 of 2. So 3-0 is the score, as that one is going to be a blocked foul. And that should be going against Naomi Garcia, her first. Team's first as well. So it'll be just a floor foul with 5:02. And it is now in the hands of Dardon. Double team. She's going to get that strip and taken the other way. Use defense and rebound by her own ball, to her own ball. Another shot, rebound by Nieto on that one. Charisma Garcia is going to track that down and get it. Get it across the timeline. Over to Nieto. She's going to drive the lane, get it to her left-hand side to Dardon. Three-pointer on the way, misses off the back of the rim. And it will be Rivera with the rebound. Tried to get it over to Nieto. Actually, that wasn't Nieto, that was Charisma. Now it's over to Caden Lujan. Back to Dardon near the top of the arc. Over to her right elbow. She's going to go ahead and drive the lane, and she's got one that she ended up hitting. But I think there's going to be a blocking foul. Looks like it'll be against Sydney Rice. Rice is first. Wasn't sure if Sydney was still out or not, but apparently she is doing much better now, thankfully. So I believe that is the second foul against Tatum. Goes underneath, and Rivera, before she throws it out, gets the foul, or draws the foul. So there was a hold against her. That was against Isabel Ramirez, her first. Team's third, still on the floor. So Charisma is going to be inbounding the ball for the Jal Panthers. 4:17 to go, and no score for Jal so far. Nieto with the ball, passes it out. Did not get it to her intended target, and that'll be Caden Lujan trying to go for the block or the charge, but instead may get the block. It'll be the and one. So Colby Hinnard with the shot and one. With 4:07 to go, and so far it has been nothing but Tatum, but it is still early in this game. 5-0. One opportunity to make it 6. Missed it. Rivera with the rebound. Nieto now has the ball as she passes it to nobody. Nobody over there. Put it turned around floater for Avery, and she makes it 2 more points for Tatum. That's going to make it 7-0. Jal with the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see who touched it last, as it was one of the players that was there was Caden Lujan, the other one, Naomi Garcia. We have a timeout on the floor, 3:49 to go. Once again, 7-0 is the score. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back as we are again in Tatum, New Mexico, and it's Tatum Coyotes, Lady Coyotes versus the Lady Panthers of Jal. They're getting the ball as they inbound it on the far side. Going to get that across the timeline, but too far. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sydney Rice. 3:47 to go in the first. 7-0 is the score. Trying to get all that court, and there we go. Gets it back in. Inside, trying to get it to Natalie, and she does get it. Natalia does get that shot to go in. First points for Jal on that one as it goes back quickly the other way for Tatum. Try to put it up is Hollian Mitchell, and she's going to draw the foul on that one. There we go. Let's see who's going to get that foul. Looks like it's going to be Natalia getting the foul. I think that's her second either way. Let's see what we can get from Miss Hennard. Missed that one off the back. She is 0 for 2 from the line so far. Actually, no, that is Holland Mitchell, and so she's 0 for 1 from the line. One more opportunity to go. Try to get a 6-point lead now. And does able to bounce that one in. 8-2 is the score. 3:32 remaining. Back to Kane Lujan trying to get around. Loses the handle, and it'll be picked up again. And it looks like it could go out of bounds, but it is going to be trapped by Kane Lujan, by the freshman. And I do believe she didn't save it. It went out of bounds. She went out of bounds with the ball. So Tatum with the ball underneath their basket. Turn around, and it'll be for Hennard. She misses that shot, gets her own rebound, goes to the other side, and puts it in for Avery. 2 more points. She's got 5 so far of the 10. Going to go to Nieto, who is already across the timeline. Loses the handle, though. She was stripped from behind. Double teamed, and she loses it while she's on the floor. Turnover for Jal. Almost lost that pivot foot, but was able to stick with it. 3-pointer on the way, off to the right. Misses everything but the backboard, and it's going to be a jump ball, as that was Butts and Garcia, Naomi Garcia, who were tied that up. 2:52 to go, and we've got a 10-2 game. And it will be inbounding the ball will be Jal, and that is Itzel Ramirez. It pays to have clean glasses. So Ramirez out there along with Peyton Lujan. It'll be Jana Butts along with Nieto. And that is going to go up and in, 2 points. And that is going to go for Tatum. Turn around, another turnover as it goes into the back court or front court. And that'll be put up and in. This time around, that'll be by Kobe Hennard. 4 points real quick. Still in the back court for Itzel Ramirez. Gets it across, and a tackle basically. Both players on the floor, as it was Charisma Rodriguez who had it, and Kobe came up from behind and kind of threw them both down to the floor. But both of them seem to be okay. 2:30 to go. 14-2 is the score. And I was expecting to see a close game, but so far it is a blowout for Tatum. They played really tough against a tough squad, though, against Texaco. So maybe I shouldn't be too surprised as that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jal. So turnover once again, another turnover for Jal. And they need to clean up that turnovers if they want to get back into this game. Miss Rice inbounding the ball. This time around to Colby Hennard. Going to get the call from the coach. Gets it back over to her left wing to Garcia, Naomi. Inside, gets blocked a little bit, and Nieto gets the ball after the block. She's going to go across, maybe coast to coast. She does, And before she goes, it'll be a block foul, looks like. As Nieto is on the floor, she will get up. So it'll be on Naomi Garcia. So Garcia with the ball, well, actually with the foul. 2:01, 14-2 is the score, and we've got Nieto with the 2 on the line. First one's up, and will bounce all the way in. One more opportunity for her as we get 3 points now. So 14-3, one more, and let's see. Did we get? Nope, she hasn't shot it yet. So up and off the front. Rebound is going to be by Avery Hennard, and she's going to quickly the other way with the team. Underneath the basket, tries to feed it to, that is going to be Helene Mitchell. Unable to get it, but it does go out of bounds. Last touch by Jal. Almost out of bounds, but instead was saved that time by Colby Hennard. Inside, but taken away. That is going to be by Itzel Ramirez. On the other side, Jonah Butts. And Jonna, after that, tried to get it over to, that is Navarrete, and the freshman unfortunately dropped it out, but it did go out. Last touch by Tatum. So inbound of the ball underneath the basket in the front court. And Nieto is going to draw the foul. Looks like that'll be against Nezzy Martinez. So Martinez is going to draw the foul. Looks like 2 for, that'll be Marian Nieto. 1 or 2 from the line so far. That one goes in. 2 of 3. 10-point lead now for Tatum with one more opportunity to drop. And up and in. So 3 of 4 for Nieto. It's across the timeline. Going to go over and to Butts. Back over to, a steal from Jal as, Butts had it. And trying to get it, but a steal back. So quick steals back and forth. Tatum has it now in the front court. Going to go underneath for Avery. She misses it but draws the foul. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. It is 14-5. Yep, I had to fix that. So 9-point lead for Tatum. Coming out will be Peyton Lujan. Cross, backs up a little bit. Get that in the shot. So get it over to Martinez. Now to Isabel Ramirez. Goes across to Avery. Avery has it to her right wing now. And now to her left elbow. And now in the hands of Mezzi. Mezzi's got the ball. She's going to give it to the right. Once again, back over to Holland Mitchell. And as it goes out of bounds, that's going to be is it going to be a foul? Maybe not. No, they're just going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Jal. So continue with Tatum under the basket. 54.1 seconds remaining in the front court. Easy basket. It's going to be 2 for Avery as she was found all alone, unguarded, uncontested for the 2. Dardon with the ball. She gets it back across again. Loses the handle. Let's see who touched that last. Turnover for Jal. 40.4 seconds to go, and Tatum is going to be enjoying. Oh, that's 16, not 17. Let's try to give him too many points there. Back across the timeline. To her left wing. She's at the top of the arc right now. She's going to start going slowly. That is Mitchell. Up and in. Nope, just up. Rebound by Nieto going crossed. She has 1 to beat, and she's just going to go coast to coast. 2 more points for Marian Nieto. So 16-7 is the score right now. As it is Tatum with the ball. 1 second to go, and that is going to be the end. Score right now is 16-7. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage all right here on the Hobbs American YouTube. Yes, indeed, we're on the Jal Sports Network. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. I was too busy looking at everything else. Forgot to run a spot, but I will do that later on. It is 7 points for Hennard so far, leading the way in this game. 2 points from Isabel Ramirez, 4 points for Colby Hennard, and 1 point from Holland Mitchell. I believe it's seems like Nieto has, I know she's got 5 points, so 5 of the 7 come from Nieto at least, maybe not even, if not, all of them. Either way, though, we get into the second. Nieto with the ball again, go to her left wing. Backing it up a bit, trying to reset the offense, which is 2-3 for the defense on Tatum. Then we are rotating 2-3. Tried to put up a shot was Natalia, and misses. Rebound will be Tatum. Avery with the ball over to her right wing now. Now in the hands of Ramirez. Isabel looking around, uses up her dribble, gets it back to Avery. Hit her in the face a little bit, but she was able to take it. And now over to the left wing. That'll be in the hands of Hennard. Oop, actually not Hennard, but tried to throw the pass, palmed it, and that's when she gets called for the palm. That'll be Holland Mitchell. So turnover for Tatum, 7:19 to go, and no score yet in this second quarter. Now in the hands as she crosses the timeline. That'll be Peyton Lujan over to Dardon. Abigail is going to go across to the right. Hand it off to Charisma. Stop. And Nieto at the left wing now going to go drive the lane. Push up a shot and misses. And go back the other way quickly will be Mitchell. Mitchell's going to drive the lane, come up, miss it overwards. And Dardon with the rebound. Rivera, she was trying to post up after being given the ball by Nieto, and instead she's going to draw the foul. Looks like who's going to get it? That'll be against Sydney Rice. That'll be her second. Natalia on the line to shoot two. I believe she does have 1 point from earlier from the line. This time, though, she does miss. So 1 of 3 from the line for Rivera. 6:49 to go. Second shot's going to be up and will make. So she is 2 of 4, if I remember correctly. Thanks, everybody, for being here on Jal Sports Network. We do appreciate your patronage. We have 2 games to go. The second one is going to be after this one, of course, with the boys. The girls right now, as they both sides are trying to better their district record. Both have lost against Texaco. There'll be a foul on the floor. Missed 2 got it, but nevertheless, so it'll be inbounded by Tatum. Used to do games here in the volleyball. 5-second violation. He's going to turn the ball over, or is it going to be, yep, it's going to be a 5-second violation. Jal gets the ball after Tatum unable to inbound the ball within 5 seconds. Jal going to go ahead and go uncontested on this time. That's going to be able to get across the timeline before they get a half-court press. Over to Dardon, top of the arc. Try to feed it over to Charisma. Last touch by Tatum, so it'll be out of bounds. Jal will be inbounding the ball. That'll be with 6:15 to go in the second, or the first half. Charisma going to be over there to inbound the ball. Inside of Nieto, over to Caden Lujan. Left wing, going to go ahead and drive to the right. Almost lost her footing. Instead, I think she threw the ball a little too hard, get it over Dardon's head, and that's a turnover for Jal, something they need to reduce if they want to get back into this game. 6:04 remaining. Tatum with the ball now in the front court. Stolen, though, by Natalia. She's going to go coast to coast. Uncontested layup, and she misses it off the back as she tried to kiss it off the glass, but a little too hard. And that'll be a rebounding foul against. That'll be Caden Lujan. Actually, no, it'll be against. Well, he said 12, but I didn't. Oh, yeah, it was 12. So Caden Lujan had the foul. Forgetting which side was which for a second. Getting back to it, Tatum on the front court. Now in the hands of Colby. Bernard is going to go all the way around, get double teamed, and get it back out again beyond the perimeter. Inside to Avery. She's going to go underneath, find the dribble once again, but draw the foul. Could be against Caden Lujan there, or maybe Natalia. That is going to be Caden Lujan. Caden with another one as it sends Avery to the line. She is 1 of 2 from the line so far today. Now she is 2 of 3. 5:28 to go. We've got a. Oh, I didn't put that one down there. So that is the score, 17-8. Second one is missed. Go back the other way quickly for Charisma. And the pass is blocked by Avery, who's a little taller than she is. And so out of bounds, and Charisma once again with the ball to inbound. Needs to get it out. She does, but unfortunately unable to get it to her teammate. That is going to be Natalia. Instead, it'll be trying to find a shot. Holly and Mitchell before she gets knocked to the floor, and the foul will go against. Well, that'll be upright. Caden Lujan once again. So 2 for Caden Lujan as she is starting to get into foul trouble. 17-8, 5:14 to go. And the first one for 1 of 2. Now she's 2 of 3. I think one of the things that slowed them down last time they played Tatum versus Texaco, I think there were problems. One of them was free throws. Missed the second one, so she is 2 of 4 from the line, but a foul. And that'll be a push against. That is going to be by Shelby Peterson. So Jal with the inbound on this one. 5:14 to go. Getting across the timeline, it's going to be Itzel Ramirez. Working it in. Over to Abigail. Abigail is going to bring it out again. She's going to get some help. Maybe a screen. No, instead she just loses the ball. They turn it over. And in the hands of a left shot. Bounced around, missed. That was for Colby Hennard. Goes out of bounds, touched last by Hennard, and will be inbounded by Jal. Substitution coming in as Dardon goes out. It'll be Peyton Lujan coming in for her. So 4:48 to go. And Peyton lost the ball. It's going to be turned around, thrown up, missed. And a rebound that's going to be set up by Martinez, also missed as well. 3 and up, that's a long 2 for Avery, missed, rebound again. So they get a lot of extra points. Peterson had that last rebound. And now in the hands of Nieto. Back over to Itzel Ramirez. Inside, underneath Natalia, she's going to get that nice little hop and get 2 more points for her efforts. Breaking the double digits now. 10 points now for Jal, 18-4 of the Tatum Lady Coyotes. 3-pointer on the way on the left wing, off the back of the rim. We're going to be inbounded or rebounded by, that is going to be Itzel Ramirez. I think she actually stepped on the line, but nevertheless, though, it is Avery Hennard who turns around after she grabs the ball. Makes 2 more pretty easily 20-10, double the score. And we're going back the other way. Inside to Natalia. She puts it up, hits off the back of the rim, and just about made it, but instead will be rebounded by Tatum. Looks like that was in the hands of Colby Hennard. Back again will be Mezzi to her right wing inside to Peterson. And after the ball is fought around a little bit, last touch by Nieto is going to be picked up once again. Right wing three is going to miss. That's going to be for Colby Hennard. And we have to say their first name because there's a couple of Hennards on there. That's going to be against Peterson. That's her second, I believe. So 3:07 to go, 20-10. It's still early in this game. We have 3:07, like I said, in the first half. And we haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to slow down this pace. Over to the left, Peyton Lujan. No, that is Peyton Lujan, yep. And now away from the ball, that'll be a foul. So turnover for Jal once again. And Jonna Butts going in. Natalia Rivera going out. Gets a little bit of a break. 2:50 to go, 20-10 once again. Peterson with the ball now, gets it back in the hands of, that'll be Martinez to Avery. Right wing inside, puts up a shot from about 15 feet away, misses it, and it goes out of bounds. Last shot by Ramirez, and Isabel missed it, so return on the other way will be the Jal Lady Panthers. Kate Lujan with the ball. She gets across the timeline, just working the offense. Going to be stolen quickly as that was a lazy pass. Avery is going to take it, but unable to make that shot. Goes out of bounds. Actually, it was the last touch. I thought it was touched last by Jal, but instead Avery did make that shot, missed it, and will go out of bounds. Jal ball. Caden Lujan with the ball now. Peyton next to her, or was next to her. Gets it inside Nieto. She's going to drive the lane. She's going to bounce underneath to Rivera. Misses the shot as Rivera is slow to get up. No, actually, that is Butts. And Nieto with another steal back over to Jonna. This time around, she's an easy shot. That I missed just barely, but she did lay it up and in on the right-hand side. 2 more points for Jal. Score is now 20-12 with 1:45 to go. Avery underneath gets it blocked. Will be a jump ball as Jonna butts, and it will be Avery and Jonna fighting with the ball, and the arrow goes to Jal. Next time around, it'll be back to Tatum. Another turnover for the Coyotes. Going back strong the other way. That'll be Caden Lujan to her right wing. That'll be Navarrete. She's going to run the lane and put it up, put it in, and draw the foul as well. So she gets an and one. Could get this down to a 5-point lead, which is amazing. It's 1:32 to go in the first half. So both teams very competitive. That'll be a substitution going in for Tatum. Out will be Colby Hennard. Coming in is going to be Mezzi Martinez. I know both sides. I know some of these players are a little younger than, like I said, there's nobody starting at senior for Jal. So that shot goes in. Made the and one. Turn around quickly. It's going to be Nieto. She's going to go back. Stop. Set up the offense. And now in the hands of Caden Lujan. Over to Nieto again to the left wing. She's going to stop for a moment. Turn around. And now getting into Caden Lujan's hands. Or actually, that's Peyton Lujan that shot it. Will draw the foul. Let's see who it was. Couldn't see. There was bodies in front of me. As that is going to be Peyton Lujan for the 2. Her opportunity. Misses off the front. One more try. Forgot the and one on that one. One more, and up and in. So 1 of 2 from the line. 4-point lead now as it is 1 minute to go in the first half. Goes over to her left wing. That'll be now back to underneath. Nicely done as Mezzi was able to put up 2 from that effort. Back across again with 38 seconds to go. Navarrete with the ball. And it will go over the head, and that will go out of bounds. It was last touch by Jal, even though there was a try to get it, but it was just over her head, just a bad pass. 31.8 seconds to go with that stoppage clock. Back the other way. Mezzi with the left wing. Now in with DeLeo. And Avery with the try, trying to run the lane, but instead gets caught with a double team. Didn't see who got the foul, but definitely against Jal. So it'll be 16.6 seconds remaining. 22-16, and Avery with the first shot, and does make it off the back of the rim as it drops in. She has been on 5 times. She's missed 2 of 4. Now she's 3 of 5. Second one goes in as well. So she is 4 of 6 from the line. 12 seconds to go. Navarrete with the ball on the right wing. Down to 7. Over to Jana. Inside, and Nieto. She's going to try to fire up a shot. Misses. Rebound the ball with 0 seconds now on the clock. That was Mezzi who had the ball last. We've got a halftime score of 24-16. An 8-point lead for Tatum. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage all right here on the Jal Sports Network. Thanks for watching.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, we are back. We have 2.5 minutes to go, and we're going to get some scores in for you. Ava Hennard is leading the way with 14 points. She is, let's see, officially 4 of 6, so at least got that right. And I think I missed just one basket in the game. So let's see, 5 buckets is what she's got, and I've got 4. So yeah, just one off. Nevertheless, though, it is 1 point for Mezzi. Along with 2 points, she had a bucket. That is going to be for Mezzi Martinez. The 1 is going to be for Belle Ramirez. Let's see, that's going to be, is that Belle Ramirez? Isabel, all right, so she goes by Belle. So we'll do that. Belle has 1 point from or 2 points is what it says. So 2 points actually for Isabel Ramirez. We also have 2 buckets for Colby. So she has 4 points. And on the line to shoot 2 times, Holland Mitchell, and she was 2 of 4 as I had it. So 2 points. So we've got 5 scores for Tatum. On the other side of the tape, let's see what Jal is doing, as it is Nieto who is leading the way pretty much. She is 3 of 4 from the line and a bucket as well. That means 5 points for her. Along with 5 points for Rivera. We knew that the offense would go through those two. As well as there is Navarrete with 3 points. She had the and 1 as well after she sank the 2. There it is. So that's right. So 3 points for Navarrete so far, along with 1 point from Peyton Lujan and 2 from Butts. So that's how you get your score. 24-16 is what we've got. Double check. Let's see. So that means that Jal has only gone 5 times. They have missed 2, so they're 3 of 5 from the line so far. Tatum, on the other hand, let's see what they've got for scores as we're about to get into the third quarter. Quickly, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They've gone on 12 times. I think they're better than 500, but not by much. So let's see. Center court for the bring in. That's 4, so that's 8 of 12 on the line. Back to it. Tatum with the ball. Tatum, as you know, in the white, Jal in the blue. It'll be now over to Colby. Back near the timeline is Naomi. Garcia with the ball. Is going to hand it off to the right wing. And a 2 on the way is going to make. That's me for Colby Hennard. And she's going to get the ball rolling for Tatum. Already in the lead, now with 10 again. Gets it across the timeline. Going to be a nice little shot for Rivera. 2 more points for her. And I'll be fixing this I'll fix the score in just a second. too much moving around. Have to get that camera going. 26-18 is the score. Going underneath. Up, that is Sydney Rice. Her first attempts misses off the side. Avery with the rebound and couldn't get it in, but going back for a three. No, instead she's going to take a walk. She thought about the three, but instead she didn't dribble the ball before she moved. And that is going to be a turnover for Tatum. Of course, that player is Colby Hennard. She's had 4 points in the game, actually 2 more now in the second. Dardon with the ball as she was close to the line. Goes to Charisma. She's going to drive the lane, draw the foul, and go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who gets the call. That'll be against Sydney. So that's Sydney Rice's 3rd foul. On the line to shoot 2 will be Charisma Rodriguez. Charisma has, I don't think she's got any points right now, but trying for that one off the back of the rim. Missed. One more opportunity for her. Up and drops it in off the back of the glass. 1 or 2 from the line for Charisma. Quickly the other way for Tatum. She goes underneath the basket. Avery with a shot. Nope, instead will be drawn away because of the walk that she did. So Avery caught walking, traveling, and a turnover for Tatum. 26-19, 6:17 to go on the clock. 3rd quarter is what we're in. And with the ball now, nice dribble as she gets it across to Caden Lujan to Nieto with a shot. Misses. She's going to hit the floor hard. No foul. Goes quickly the other way, and she's going to have to get up and get back into position. Will be Nieto. Top of the arc, over to her right elbow for Naomi Garcia with the ball. She goes back to the top, trying to find some opening. And now inside with a 2-shot. Will drop in for Colby Hennard. That is 4 points for her in this quarter. Tatum definitely continuing to score. Underneath the basket, though, Natalia. And she tried to get a shot, get her own rebound, and she draws the foul. She was underneath the basket. Nice little feed under there. She seems to be shooting a little too much mustard underneath there, kissing it off the glass, and it goes too forward for her. That's the second one that I've seen her miss, but she will work on that aim, and hopefully the next couple of times she'll be able to drop it in. 5:29 to go with a 9-point lead, our Tatum. And it is Natalia. First one is up, in and out. She was 2 of 4 from the line. Have to double check that to make sure, but I think that's correct. One more opportunity for Natalia. She did have a tie with Nieto. Second one misses as well, unfortunately. Get it across the timeline, and we've already got it. Tatum now with Naomi Garcia. Back again, a little handoff, trying to get around, try to find that shot she had earlier. Misses it instead, or didn't miss the opportunity. Instead, gets the whole team. Stevens with the ball. Actually, that was Peterson with the ball. And Jal now with it, as it is now in the hands of Caden Lujan. Caden gets across the timeline. Right wing, tried to knock it out, but instead gets it back. 3-pointer inside to Natalia. Tried to feed it to her, but instead it sails out of bounds. Turnover for Jal. 4:45 to go with a 9-point lead still for Tatum. Coach Simmons out there trying to get his team fired up and get back into it. Fake pass, faked it again. Peterson there, and a 5-second violation. That'll go the other way as she held it too long, being defended by Caden Lujan. So good defense for Jal with 4:30 to go. And the inbound of the ball in the backcourt to Nieto, who gets one-on-one against Avery Hennard and will be fouled against. Actually, looks like it could be a timeout. 4:26 to go. 28-19 is the score. We'll be back in 30 seconds as we continue coverage right here and thank our sponsors in the process.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open.
All right, we are back. That was a short timeout. And Jal with the ball, going to inbound it. Back to Nieto, back court. Her against Avery as she gets it across. Going to go to Dardon. Actually, she had her back to her. It was Charisma, and instead it's just stolen by the Coyotes. Going to go back, reset the offense, and that is going to be for Naomi Garcia. Stops her dribble, has to go ahead and pass it over to Peterson. Peterson gets it to Avery. Avery is going to look around, go to her left, and now feed it on the right elbow to Garcia. A lot of give and go. Trying to find an opening so far, cannot. Avery with the ball still. Back over to Naomi. Garcia with the ball, going to her left wing now. Passes off on her right elbow. Still, Jal not giving up any defense as it looks like there are 2-2-1. Long two on the way, and that is going to be good for Hennard. That is 6 points for her in this quarter. 31-19 is the score. So another shining star coming out for the Lady Coyotes as Nieto is going to go across, feed it to Rivera. She's going to feed it up and in. It just bounces off the front. Charisma with the rebound, and Caden with it. Three-pointer on the way from Dardon. She misses it as it bounces around and bounces out. 3 minutes to go in the third. Over to Avery Hennard. Now back to Colby. Let's see who gets the foul on this one. It probably will be Rivera with the foul as we get some substitutions coming in. Dardon's going to be going out along with Rivera and Charisma. Going in will be Butts along with Navarrete and Peyton Lujan. And speaking of which, she went and got that pass. Going to take it the other way, goes coast to coast, drives the lane, and puts it in for two. Nice shot for Peyton Lujan. Somebody move the camera on me, but there we go. 10-point lead once again, 2:28 to go. Lost the handle for a moment, but grabs it back as it goes for Mitchell. Peterson with a nice little block, but instead it goes out of bounds as she did a screen and tried to get a shot, but instead goes out of bounds. That's touched by Tatum. Jal will have the ball with 2:14 to go in the third. Nieto back over to Caden Lujan. She is going to cross the timeline here in a sec. Back over to Nieto. Over to her right-hand side, and now right corner for Caden Lujan inside to Butts. Back out again to Nieto. And Caden Lujan now driving the lane, gets double teamed. She's going to go through the players, draw the foul. She didn't get it to fall, but it will be two for her. Could be against Avery. Up a little far off there. And it is Caden Lujan for two. First one's going to go up and miss off the back. Yep. Kind of hoping that one hit, but instead it did not. One more opportunity to get this into single digits for the deficit. 1:48 to go in the third. Low scoring affair, didn't expect that. Second one off the back of the mark, misses both. Peterson with the almost rebound as she deflects it over to her teammate. Coast to coast is what she does, and that she does it very well for Mitchell. 2 points, her first score of the second half. Back again to Navarrete. She's going to stop. Bad pass, and it's going to be turned over by Jal. Over to Mitchell once again, left wing. Garcia now takes it over. Back over to Mitchell. Hands it off once again, right wing, or right elbow. Left now to Mazie. Misses that shot. Rebound. That'll be by Navarrete. She gets double steam. Finally gets it out to Dardon, to Lujan. And now to Nieto. Three-pointer on the way and misses off the front. It's going to be back again. Plenty of back and forth for these two. Up for a shot and makes it. That's going to be Sydney. I think that's her first points of the game. As she gets that one to go in. 35-21, extended to a 14-point lead. And there we go. Three-pointer on the way from Butts, off the front of the mark. And it will be a rebound shot for Lujan. Kane Lujan with the shot, misses, goes out of bounds. Last touch, unfortunately, by Jal will be Tatum ball. With 21.1 seconds to go. Coming out will be Navarrete. Going in, looks like will be Dardon here if is able to. Coming out will be Peyton Lujan. That should be Caden Lujan going out. So wrong Lujan. Crossing the line, going and shooting it up. Misses. Peterson with the rebound. Could not get that to clean up and will be rebounded by Itzel Ramirez. Going across the line will be Peyton Lujan. Up for a shot. Misses, and that will be it. So Peyton with that miss. 35-21 is the score. We've got 8 more minutes to go and a 14-point lead for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, we're about to go into the fourth quarter. It was 16-7 in the first, and halftime score showed a 8-point lead, 24-16. Since then, in the third quarter, Jal has only been able to put up 5 points. And Tatum put up 11. 35-21 is what we're at right now. We're into the fourth quarter. And one of those reasons is because Hennard had 14 points in the first quarter. It was a combined total of 10 points from Nieto and Rivera in the first half. Fourth quarter action is getting underway now. Jal with the ball. She does get it across the timeline. Finally off to Dardon on the right wing. She's going to drive inside, get double teamed. She's going to try to get it out. She does. Last touch by Tatum. So Jal will still retain the ball underneath the basket in the front court. 7:41 to go, and Jal would like to get back into this game. But of course, Tatum would like to hold on and get another district victory. Inside, Nieto gets double teamed. She passes it out to Rivera, and both of them end up on the floor. Back the other way quickly for Tatum. At a loss for Jal. Inside, gets knocked out of bounds. Looks like Nieto. She is a fast one out there as she struck across, but ran out of real estate before she was able to control the ball, and it went out of bounds. Now in the hands of Holland Mitchell. Back to the, that's me a turnover as it is Kane Lujan who gets the ball in the backcourt and drives it in. Puts that up for 2. And will draw the foul as well. So subs coming in. As it is 35-23. Could get it down to an 11-point difference. Up and off the back of the rim, and no good. Rebounded, though, by Natalia, and she's going to get fouled. So I believe that was, Caden is 0 for 3 from the line, not a good sign. As they're trying to get back into it, of course, every point does count. Second opportunity for Rivera. This time she also misses as well. 0 for 2 in this quarter, or this half, actually. As the scoreboard shows 3, but it is actually the fourth quarter. That one makes it. So she is 1 of 4, or 1 of 3 from the line in this second half. Timeout is taken. I'm going to take one with it so we can get back on track. 7:13 to go, 35-24, 11-point lead. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
All right, we are back, and yep, they did change it to the fourth quarter. So 35-24 is the score in the fourth quarter. 7:13 to go, as both sides, of course, are getting their strategies together. Coach Gary Simmons for the Jal Panthers. Second year for him in this squad. He has been coaching for years. Retired for a moment, decided that wasn't the life that he wanted to do. And now he is back, second year as Jal's head coach for the Lady Panthers. As we get back into it. Passing it out to Naomi Garcia. Loses the handle and I lost the shot. But Avery with the ball right now, left wing, going to go across the court. And now it's going to be in the hands of Mitchell once again. Defended well by a screen that is going to be called an illegal screen. I don't think she actually set the screen up, but it worked out that way. She's a little confused on what happened, and that, of course, is going to be Belle Ramirez. So Belle with that foul call. And we've got Caden Lujan with the ball. Caden getting across the timeline. Gets it knocked out of her hand, but she does find it again. Over to Natalia. She's going to draw the lane. And, nice shot. She gets a good bounce to go in. 2 points for her. I think that's her first bucket of the second half. Down to 9. Get a bit of a defense call right here from the Jal faithful. Goes underneath for Avery, looked like, and that was missed. Rebound will be by Dardone as she gets it over to Charisma. Charisma now getting it back to Caden Lujan. She gets across the timeline over to Charisma. Tries to get it inside, does get it blocked. Avery gets the ball after that block pass. And it goes back the other way across the timeline. Once again in the hands of Garcia. Garcia directing traffic as it is man-to-man underneath for the defense. But puts it up and puts it in. That'll be for Mitchell. She had 2 points coming in to this fourth quarter. Thought about it. Instead, she's going to go ahead and drive the lane. Instead, actually, she give it to Rivera. She puts up a 2, and nicely done. Quickly the other way. Actually not quite. But I saw the ball, but instead it hadn't gotten past the time stripe yet. So slowly chopping away at that lead, but a nice acrobatic shot from Avery is going to come back. 2 more points for the Lady Coyotes. Floater didn't make it. And Rivera with another shot will draw the foul as she misses her chance to get 2 more points, but she will go to the line. 39-28 is the score, and that's what I've got there now, finally. Rivera is going to try and get that one in. Good. 2 of 4 in this half. Let me see. Could make it 39-30 if she can get this one. And misses it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him. We'll be back in a moment. 4:43 to go. 39-30 is the score. Thanks for watching. Be back in a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
All right, so Rivera had 1 for 2 from the line in the first half, and she's now sitting at 3 of 5. So that is 4 of 7 from the line. Not great numbers, but at least she's made more than she's missed, pretty much. 4:43 to go. She did miss that last one, so actually it is going to be, she's made 3 of 7. 3 of 7, so she's under 50%. I was hoping she was above. Nevertheless, though, it is going to be 39-30, 4:43 remaining in this game. Tatum with the ball. Inside and feeds it nicely. That'll be 2 more points that go in, 41-29. And that'll be pressed, not out of bounds, but will be a push foul against Avery. And I believe that is her, she hasn't had too many if she's had any. But that'll be 4:24, 41-30, 11-point lead. And we're already in bonus. Looks like we are as they're going across to get set up. So with the rest of the 4:24 remaining, every foul that Jal gets will be on the line to shoot 2 as they're in the bonus. It's hard to say, but yep, there's the bonus arrow. First one up and bounces around, misses that shot. She was, I believe, 2 of 4 from the line, all in the first. So this is her first opportunities in the second half to try for free throws. Second opportunity. Up and misses off the front. 0 for 2 for Nieto. She usually makes those, but didn't make it this time. Going back the other way is Tatum now. 4:18. Inside, nicely fed, and she gets it underneath. Nice layup for Sydney Rice. 2 more points for her. Almost a steal on that one, but instead continues for Jal. Quickly in the front court. And that is a nice roll-in for Rivera. That's 6 points for her in this half. So 43-32, going back and forth, but Tatum keeping that lead deep enough for them, as that was a nice little shot from Hennard. Avery missed that shot, going to be rebounded, and looks like it'll be a foul. And that'll be against Tatum. Nieto with the call. As looks like it'll be Itzel, Ramirez, and Johnny Butts, who's like, come on, you're supposed to come in. But no, she isn't. So Rivera coming out. And the inbound coming up here in a second. Sydney Rice with the ball. And that will be a foul. Nieto now once again, so that's 2 in a row for Nieto. And it looks like that'll send the line. Avery, third opportunity, first one for this half. As she's able to make it. So one more opportunity for Avery. Missed it, rebounded, and go back the other way as it goes out of bounds. A throw to Peyton Lujan. Misses everything and everybody. And now to be Tatum ball with 3:32 remaining. Inside to Peterson, loses it, did not get that pass, and Jal does. So turnover for Tatum as it goes quickly the other way. And we'll be inside, back out again for a three-pointer on the way from Kaden Lujan. Misses the shot. Rebound by Nieto. She's going to drive the lane, put it up, and puts too much mustard on it as she gets her own rebound, but loses the handle afterwards trying to get it past. Tatum with the ball inside, now underneath. Nice feed, does not get the roll as Charisma gets to the ground as she's holding the ball to be a jump ball against Avery Hennard. And that was Colby Hennard who tried to get that pass to go in, but instead it goes over the basket. And it'll be Charisma limping off. Looks like her right ankle is not feeling so bueno today or right now. Race with the ball, takes it over to Peterson, left arc. And now in the hands of Colby. Back to reset the offense. Over to Avery, left wing. Back to Colby again. She's going to back it up a little bit. Hand it off on her right wing. Fumbled it for a moment. She's still on the outside of the perimeter. Sydney Rice now with the ball as she goes to the top of the arc, feeds it to her right elbow. And now over for a three-pointer on the way, and it's going to drain. That is going to be for Naomi Garcia. I believe that's her first tray of the game. And 2:13 to go. Peterson with the ball is going to be taken back by Kennard. And she's going to go across, get triple teamed, lose the handle, and will be a fight of the ball. Actually, it's me, Tatum, who's going to get the ball after all that. And reset the offense as they are getting back across the timeline. Into the hands of Naomi Garcia. And with 1:49 to go, 46-32 is the score off that three. Thought about a three. Instead, we'll go ahead and get back to, that's Colby. Fake, and with that fake pass, we'll draw the walk. Was going to try to get it inside to Avery, but instead thought different about it. Lost her shuffle foot. And now turnover with 1:34 to go, 46-32, and we've got the score right. So we've got about 92 seconds to go. Jal wanting to get some more points on the board, but Tatum, of course, slowing that process down. Inside to Kennard, loses the handle as it's tried to pass to Natalia, but instead goes the other way quickly. Avery with the ball now underneath the basket. Going to draw the foul. That'll be against Rivera. And it should mean that she's going to go to the line to shoot two. That was a floor foul. Floor foul as Peterson comes out. Going in will be Mitchell. 1:16 to go as it's passed over to the left wing to Mitchell. Now to Garcia, back over again to Colby. And now Avery with a three-pointer on the way, top of the arc, misses off the back. Rebound will be by Natalia Rivera. Finally gets it over to Kaden Lujan. Out of bounds, last touch by Sydney. So they will retain the ball, Jal will, with 55.2 seconds remaining. 46-32, a 14-point lead, and looks like it is not going to go away anytime soon. But Peyton Lujan now over to Rivera, finds the handle, gets it over to Charisma, up and in. Nicely done, Charisma back on the floor, by the way, and two for her. I think that's her first points of the game, at least first bucket. 37 seconds to go. Goes inside, and that was a helium pass. It goes over the head of Sydney Rice. I know she can jump, but she can't jump that high. Turnover by Tatum, 32.6 seconds remaining. And inbound the ball will be Kaden Lujan. Caden to Charisma, back to Caden again. K&K connection. To Charisma once again, top of the arc, gets double teamed, and she's going to fall down. But before she does that, she's going to Natalia, tries to put up a shot, rebounded her own shot, and will draw the foul. Let's see who that's going to be against. It'll be against, I think he meant 22. I think it's supposed to be Colby. Yep, it is. He had 32 at the beginning, but now it's 22. So first one up for Rivera once again. Not great spin on that one as it goes off the front and misses. She is just 2 of 5 from the line in the second half for Rivera. One more opportunity to get another point. Does get that to drop in. So 3 of 7 as the timeout is called. We'll take one with them with 17.6 seconds remaining and time about to expire on this game as it is a 11-point lead. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
All right, 17.6 seconds remaining. 46-35 is the score. Inbound of the ball will be Sydney Rice for the Tatum squad. There we go, underneath to Avery. And now across the timeline, going to get it to a long, another helium pass. It goes way over the head. And that time it was again for Belle Ramirez. So Belle ended up able to get it. Turnover for Jal. So for Tatum, 12 seconds to go. One last opportunity possibly for Jal to get some more points on the board, as that is Peyton Lujan. Loses it off the bump. Avery gets it, going to pass it around. It'll be 1 second to go, and that is the buzzer. 46-35 is the final score. Tatum walks away with another victory. It was a 2-game winning streak for Jal, but they lost that one in a 1-game losing streak after that Texaco loss. We're going to be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here. You've got it on the Jal Sports Network. Thanks for watching.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
We have 3:30 to go before we start the boys, so there will not be a girls post game, but there will be later on, I think. So at least we got the amounts or the points scored. So let's see. What I'm doing right now is making sure that the lineup is correct for the Tatum Coyotes. Tatum Coyotes come in here with a record of, I believe it's 5-15. And the boys for Jal come in with a 7 and I want to say 13, but I have been wrong before. So it is 8-13 now since their last victory. 8-13 for them once again. Bobby Perez, sorry, not Bobby Perez. It is, here we go. Coyotes once again with a record of 5-15. Let me pause for a moment, get the lineup, and I'll get you your starters on both sides right here. Continuing coverage on the Jal Sports Network.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, so what I've got here, of course, there's a halftime score. Lovington down 23-37 Artesia. That is at the half for the boys. Got that update just a second ago. So it looks like it'll be Eduardo Yanez at number 0. Number 1, Adane Salazar. Number 2 is going to be Josiah Marcourt. Number 3 is not going to be, looks like, let's see, not listed. So no Landon Cogburn. Number 4, Anthony Montez. Number 5 is going to be Keith Griffin. Number 10 is going to be Aaron Mariscal, along with, let's see, it says here number 11, Joseph Romero. It has Giovanni, but I guess that's Joseph is another way to say it. So Joseph. Number 12 is going to be Derek Miller. Number 13 is going to be Canton Bolin. Number 14 is going to be Xander Herrera. And it is 23, Jason Tucker. Zeke Parker looks like he is out as well. So not sure about the lineup or the starters yet. Of course, I do believe it'll be Landon Edwards, of course, will be out there, the freshman, number 4. Number 10, it'll be 8th grader Zane Vega. Number 12, Zaid Lindman, freshman, along with Zekias Romas. Number 21, number 23, it'll be Jaden Cervantes, the 8th grader, and Jaden Butts, number 33, could be getting some time out there as well. Starters for the Panthers should be Zane Lujan, number 1, senior, along with number 2, junior, Ian Faulkner. Number 5, Devane Navarrete, senior. Number 22, senior, Daniel Ornales, and number 35, Steven Cervantes. And we had a quick warm-up on that one as well. So we'll be getting into it in a moment. Once again, they are calling out the starters for this game. And while they do that, I'm going to go ahead and get the scoreboard back to 0. So Zacchaeus Ramos is in, along with Daniel Ornales. Once again, Zay Lujan will be starting as well.
Number 33, Jalen Butts. And number 35, Steven Cervantes.
And last one, Steven Cervantes. So now they're going to go through the lineup of Tatum. It looks like
number 0,
Eduardo Yanez going to be starting for the squad, along with Josiah Marquardt. Also be Derek Miller, number 12. Derek Miller, number 13. be
Joseph Romero. And your starters,
Joseph Romero.
number 1, Aiden Salazar.
Just realized how badly I wrote this. Oh, there we go.
Number 4, Anthony Montez. Number 5, Kenneth Griffin.
So they are given the bench right now at this point. Keith Griffin going up, along with, let's get it back over there again. It's always fun to see them as they get introduced. Number 23, that's going to be Jason Tucker. So a little bit deeper bench, I believe, or at least a little older bench, is what Tatum has. Once again, it is 5 and 15 for Tatum. Jal comes in 8 and 13 as we're about to get underway. Thanks for being here once again. We have the doubleheader going on. Let's see if Jal, the boys, can get another victory. It'll be, there's 2 in a row for Jal. Looks like Ornalis is going to go up against Montez. Ornalis with a slight advantage in height. Here we go. As he goes back, it's going to go towards Zayden Lujan. He's going to get it, so tip goes to Jal. Navarrete, the homecoming king, loses the handle, and it gets out of almost out of bounds, but instead will be in the hands of Tatum, and they get the ball for the first turnover against Jal. Inside, he's going to drive the lane, push it back out again to the top of the arc for a three-pointer on the way, and that's going to go in and out. Actually, it's going to go to the back of the arc, and will be Ornalis who gets the rebound. St. Lujan now with the ball. He's across the timeline. 0-0 is the score, 7:25. Loses the handle as it's knocked by Keith Griffin. He's going to go across, put it up, misses the shot, but it is going to be rebound and put back in. Nice cleaning of the glass for Aaron Marskell. 2 points. 2-0 is the score so far. St. Lujan with the ball. He crosses the timeline. Gets it to the right wing to Navarrete. Davin with the ball. Going to lose it. It's going to be a jump ball instead as it gets tied up by Aaron Mescal, who just shot that or had those points just a second ago. Back to Mariscal. Aaron with the ball as he tries to put it up, misses. Rebound by Navarrete, going back the other way. And he's going to go left wing now to Daniel, over to the right. Zane Lujan feeds it again inside to Steven Cervantes. Puts it up, will get the rebound, or not the rebound, but get the foul called against Jason Tucker, his first. Team's first. And Steven on the line to shoot 2. I don't think they had a single free throw in the last game against Loving. Or at least I know Steven didn't. First one is up and in for his first points. 2-1 is the score as Steven goes and gets the second one up and drains that one as well. Nicely done. 2 for 2 from the line so far for Jal. 2-all is the score. 6:35 to go. And again, the girls had a 1-40 record against Tatum, so that's 1-41. Mariscal to the right. Aaron with the ball, puts it up, and nicely done. A nice floater puts it in for 2 points. That's 4, all 4 coming from Aaron. 4-2 is the score. Faulkner with the ball, thought about a 2 or 3, but instead goes out to the top of the arc. 3-pointer on the way from Zane Lujan, hits the front of the rim, and the rebound will be provided by Jason Tucker. Going back the other way. Over to the right. And to Eden Salazar. Salazar puts it up, misses the shot. Will be last touch by Tatum and Jason Tucker. So the inbound will be from Jal. 5:45 to go now in the first quarter. Navarrete with the ball. Stops for a moment, goes to his left. Going to feed that to Zayden Lujan. He's going to drive a little bit. Use up his dribble. Navarrete again, double team, gets it back out, tries to get it, uses up his dribble. Zane Lujan now. Double teamed over to Faulkner for a long two, I believe. Either way, misses off the everything. And rebound by Aaron. Feeds it up ahead. And that would be a travel as Griffin could not handle his footing. And a turnover for Tatum. 5:09 now. Just quickly going in this game so far. St. Lujan with the ball, crosses the timeline, gets it over to Faulkner. Going to go to the top of the arc, to Daniel, to Devon for a long two, and he's going to hit it. Nicely done. First basket or bucket of the game for Jal. 4-all is the score. Ow. He hit the wall, and that's not padded either. So he's going to be down for a second. Ooh, that would hurt me too. That was, unfortunately, that is going to be Aaron Mescal, who had 4 points so far. I heard his head hit. So that is not a good sign. Hopefully he's doing well after that run-in with the wall. So put the score up to 4-4. He's going to be able to go out on his own. I think he hurt his leg more than he did anything else. And he's going to be sitting down for a moment trying to get that injury recovered. So 4:45, 4-all, and Jal with the ball. Navarrete, top of the arc, going to go inside, get double teamed. He's going to get tied up. And that be a jump ball unless there's a foul. Okay, so there was a hold fouled against Yanez. So his first, team's second. Goes out to Daniel Ornez for the inbound. Over to Devane. And now to Faulkner. Ian Faulkner with the ball. Keeps the dribble. Back to Navarrete. Navarrete with the ball. On the left wing. Going to go and drive inside. Get double team. Push up a shot, but will be fouled. Nope, he's going to get the walk instead. So it's going to be a turnover for Jal. Unfortunately, tried to get between two players and instead drew the walk. 4:12, actually 4:10 to go now in this first quarter. Goes around, tries to get a shot instead, uses up his dribble, goes back out again. That'll be to Eduardo. Out of bounds, last touch by Navarrete, unfortunately, and that'll be Jason Tucker trying to get it to somebody, but instead goes out of bounds. Couple of substitutions. Going out will be Steven Cervantes and Ian Faulkner. Going in, that'll be Cervantes, Jaden Cervantes. And I didn't see the, oh yeah, that's right, Zekas Ramos. Back out again for Yanez, inside. Turns around, trying to get her past Daniel Ornales, but did not. Three-pointer on the way, missed off the back of the rim. That's made by Keith Griffin. Rebound, turn around, try to shoot again, and Ornales with that rebound. 3:35 to go, and we're getting a low-scoring game so far in this first. Over to Zekas, back to top of the arc for Zane Lujan. Inside to Daniel Ornales, double-teamed. Zayden with the ball now. Inside, pushes up a shot, and drops it in. 2 points for Zane Lujan, as Jal has the opportunity to get the lead for the first time. And a ball goes out of bounds. Let's see, actually be a foul. It'll be number 20. Probably going to be Daniel Ornales as he gets his first foul. Handed off to Yanez. Going to go inside all the way to the left wing now. And now to the left wing still as Yanez has the ball against Navarrete. A whistle, and that is going to be a turnover for, I think it was away from the ball. Either way, it's going to be a turnover for Tatum. Jal gets the ball, 2:58 to go, 2-point lead for Jal. And now with Lujan with the ball. To Cervantes, and that's Ramos. Inside, gets double team, gets it back out to Ornales. Zayden now with the ball on the right wing. Looking over at Jaden Cervantes. He's asking for it, but instead goes inside. It'll be a foul. Looks like it'll be against Eduardo. And it is his second. So still not a shooting foul yet. Nobody in bonus yet with 2:36 to go. Although I think now I think Jal now is bonus. So next one will be as that one goes up over the other side. Daniel Ornales does get the rebound, and before the shot is up, gets fouled. So it'll be against Anthony Montez. So nope, not yet in bonus, as it is going to be going for a Jal inbound once again in the front court. Navarrete thought about a three. No, he's going to go ahead and dribble around a little bit against Griffin. Gets it inside, or tries to, but that goes to Jaden Cervantes. Instead, it gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Jal with the ball underneath the basket one more time in the front court. Trying to get something going. Will with Jaden over for a three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. And that is going to be taken by Zekas Ramas for his rebound to Jaden. Use up the dribble. Hands it off to Zekas. And now to Zayden Lujan, just right of the arc. Going to drive against Yanez, actually to the left. And over to the right now for Navarrete. Inside to Jaden, and a push foul, and that'll be against Jaden Cervantes. And that is going to go back the other way, so turnover for Jal. 6-4 with 1:54 to go in the first. And we have a defensive struggle going on right now. Now over to Keith. And he turns it over to the left-hand side. Back left, thought about a three, but instead will not. Goes up high, will be caught. That is going to be by Montez. And now Griffin's going to get the ball. Puts a shot up, misses. Just the backboard is all he hit. And Zayd Lujan with the rebound. Then to Cervantes. Actually, Ornales. Ornales back over to Cervantes. This time it's Jaden. He gets knocked out of his hands. Back over across the timeline. As it was knocked out, Ornales, Daniel with the ball right now as he draws in, goes to the lane, and cannot get that to drop. Now going back the other way quickly will be Montez. He's going to lose the handle as he goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zane Lujan. He blocked the shot. 57.6 seconds remaining. As some substitutions come in, it'll be Steven Cervantes going in for his brother, for Jane Cervantes, and it'll be Zekas Ramas coming back out again. So Faulkner once again coming in. Out, and that'll be for Anthony Montez. Montez goes to his right, uses up his dribble, gets it back out again to Salazar. Salazar is going to drive the lane, get triple teamed, and he will draw the foul, looks like. Thought for a second he might get the walk, but instead draws the foul. That'll be against Steven Cervantes. So on the line to shoot two will be Adane Salazar. First one is up and off the back of the rim, no good. So far, just 4 points, all of them from Aaron Mariscal. And I don't know if he's back on or not. Second one up and will make. So 1 of 2 from the line. And the lead is down to 1. 40 seconds to go in the first. Navarrete inside to Steven Cervantes. Navarrete now with 29 seconds to go and a whistle as he goes underneath the basket. Last could be against Montez, and it is. Montez with it, so to the line to shoot two will be Navarrete. And his first opportunity will be in and out. No good. 0 for 1. Coming in, looks like that it's going to be Canton Bolin. And going out will be Anthony Montez. One more opportunity for Jal to increase the lead to 2 if they get this one. And that will be in and out and out. Rebound by Jal and put up back in by Daniel Cervantes. So able to make the miss into a make. Get the Windex out, folks. Meanwhile, with 15.7 seconds to go, and Coach Lujan talking about a call. So let's go ahead and as we're getting a break. 8-5, 15.7 seconds to go. Quickly as they get it in, Steven underneath the basket and puts it in. Defended against by the kid who just came in. Gets it across. With 2 seconds to go, puts up a three-pointer on the way, misses everything, and that'll be it. Score right now, 10-5 is the score as we go into the second. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Sports Network, whether you're on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
All right, we've got just a little bit of scoring going on. 4 points for Aaron Mescal, who is leading the game, I believe. 1 point for Salazar, and that's the two that are going for the 5 points for the Tatum Coyotes. Meanwhile, it is Lujan, also with Davian Navarrete, Ornales, and Cervantes, Steven Cervantes. Steven has actually got 4 points, 2 on the line, or 2 for 2 from the line. And that gets you 10. Jal with the ball as they start the second quarter. Steal on the way as he goes across one-on-one, and he puts it up and rolls it in. Nicely done as he gets 2 points for Anthony Montez. Zane Lujan with the ball, crossing the timeline once again with Montez on his heels. Goes up, gets a shot, missed, blocked, and goes back the other way. Montez with the ball as he gets it knocked out of bounds, maybe a little bit. Nope, it is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. So already 10-7, a 3-point difference. And Jal inbounding the ball. Zane Lujan with it, and a timeout it will be called. 7:28, and Coach Lujan not happy with some of the play that's going on in the beginning of the second quarter. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here. It is Jal versus Tatum in Tatum.
For over Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Once again, we'd like to thank the supporters. Without, of course, we would not be able to put these on the air and get them all for free on the World Wide Web. Getting back to it, of course, we're on HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube. Thanks for watching once again. Zayden Lujan with the ball as he's about to get across the timeline. He gets it over to Davian Navarrete. Of course, we all know him as the homecoming king for basketball. Back over to Zane Lujan, left wing now, inside to Steven Cervantes. Trying to turn around. Instead, he feeds it to Ornales. He does get the ball and puts it back up and in. 2 points for Daniel Ornales. That's 4 for him in this quarter, or in this half, Now the score, 12-7. Over to the left wing. That'll be in the hands of Salazar. And now, Caton, and he loses it. Navarrete with the ball, puts up a nice shot and drops it in. 2 more points for Navarrete. He has 4 so far. Tatum with the ball, 14-7, or twice as many points for Jal. That's a bad shot, goes off the top of the back board. Zayden with the rebound, though, as it goes back the other way. Navarrete with the ball on the right wing. Gonna look around. Continues to dribble, loses it as it's a bad pass. It is picked up. That is gonna be by Derek Miller. Tries to put it up, and that'll be Canton Bolin, who is gonna go to the line after drawing the foul. That'll be against Steven Cervantes. I think Steven has earned 3, so he's probably gonna be sitting on the bench here real quick. It'll be Cervantes going in, taking over for Cervantes. Of course, that's Jaden Cervantes coming in. So not a shooting foul as it'll be inbound. It looks like that'll be by Jason Tucker. Tucker way out there to Montez. And now over once again to Canton. Montez with the ball, double teamed. Will get the walk called as he was trying to get around 2. He was trying to get around Faulkner and Ornalis, but instead stumbles his feet trying to get the ball past him. Turnover for Tatum. Back the other way will be Jal. 5:50 to go in the first half. Faulkner with the ball now, top of the arc, goes over to his right elbow. And right elbow as well for Narvate. Zane with the ball now, top of the arc. Being defended on by Bolin. Goes inside, out. I think heads hit on that one. Nevertheless, though, won't be a shot, but it will be an inbound. Not many fouls going on in this one, as that was going to be outside. Navarrete for 3 on the way, in and out. No, that's me back of the rim. Rebound is going to be taken by, that'll be Jason Tucker. I think he's a little taller than Zane Lujan. Top of the arc now, back to Canton. Now over to the right to Montez. Griffin inside. Gonna go around, get it back out to the left arc for 3 on the way, no good. And Canton with the rebound as he feeds it to Griffin. Montez now goes inside, puts up a floater, misses it. Rebound by Canton. Actually, that's going to be by Jason Tucker. Loses the handle, though. Rebounded by, that is Navarrete. Now in the hands of Faulkner. Navarrete, actually, that is Cervantes with the ball, drives the lane, misses. And that'll be Jason Tucker with another rebound. Back the other way quickly for Tatum. Tries to put up a shot, does, and able to, and pass that for Derek Miller, his first shot. 2 more points for Tatum. 14-9 is the score. Going back the other way, Daniel Ornalis over to Faulkner. Ornalis over to the right wing to Zane Lujan. Puts up a shot, about a 20-footer. Misses off the back of the rim. Ian Faulkner gets it and puts up a nice teardrop on that one. 2 more points for Faulkner. I think that's his first points of the game. Tatum with the ball. We can fix the score. 14-9 for those paying attention. Goes over to his right wing, back inside near the paint. That'd be for Jason. Inside in the paint. Misses under the basket, was too far in for Canton. Goes back out, goes and throws it straight to Navarrete, who does pass it to Ornalis. Back and forth, and Navarrete with the ball. Over to Zane Lujan. Unfortunately, thought about too much about that 3. Instead, when he started to drive again, he was caught traveling. So turnover for Jal, and it goes back the other way. 3:28 to go in the first half. Coming out of the game for the moment is going to be Canton Bolin. Griffin with the ball as he crosses the timeline. Over to Montez. Now back again to Salazar. Salazar with the ball on the right wing. Inside, turns around, tries to get that up against Ornalis. And that'll be a foul against Ornalis. He almost fouled out in the last game he was in, but so hopefully he won't do it this time around. Meanwhile, Derek Miller is going to go up for 2. Taking his time. First one is up and off the back of the rim. He's only got 2 points so far in this game. All in the first. Actually, no, that was in the second. One more opportunity. That will go in. 1 of 2 from the line for Miller. Quickly across the timeline. Three-pointer on the way with 3 minutes to go, and boom, that is a three-pointer from Navarrete. He does have 7 points. Ball goes out. It looks like it'll be 2:53, and Jal will lose the ball. Tatum will be inbounding. No, actually, Jal will be inbounding. Tatum lost the ball. So 19-10. Let's see. Oh, we don't have the right score. That last three went up by, once again, Navarrete. So he does have the ball once again. Going to go to the right wing, feed it off on his right elbow to Zane Lujan. Going to work around the arc, perimeter, and that'll go to Faulkner. Again, working the arc. Back to Zacchaeus Ramos. Over to Jaden. Jaden's going to bring it up, and nicely done, like a pro. Was able to draw the foul, didn't get the shot to drop in. Actually, no, that'll be a charge. So he did not get he wouldn't have got fallen anyway, simply because it was a foul against him. Charge for him, so that'll be his first, I believe. And quickly the other way, 2:27 to go, 19-10 is the score. Turnaround shot, missed. Almost got his own rebound. Instead, it is going to go out of bounds. Nobody got the rebound on that one, as that was shot by Derek Miller. So last touch with 2:19 to go in the first half. It will be Tatum ball underneath their basket. Thought about a three. Instead, is going to drive the lane, go inside, push up a shot on his left. Miss. Rebound. That is going to be by Jason Tucker. And a quick call is going to make the ball turn over for. I think he stepped out of bounds either way. That is going to be 2:10, and Jal with the ball. Zayd Lujan crossing the timeline with the ball, going to the right wing for Navarrete. So he gets a little bit of a screen, but did not use it. Instead, over to Jaden. Now to Zayden Lujan. Jaden goes inside, gets double team, gets back out to the left wing. And it'll go out of bounds. Jaden Cervantes last touched it, trying to get around his defender, but instead just dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover for Jal. 1:47 to go. 19-10 is the score. As he gets across the timeline, that's going to be in the hand of Aaron. Gets double team, goes ahead and gets that out to Salazar. Salazar being defended by Faulkner, going back to Salazar once again, top of the arc. Looking around, pushes it inside, and that will be back out again after Mariscal did not shoot it. It is shot by Salazar. He does draw the foul. That'll be Zekas Ramas, his first, or not his first, but one of them with 1:22 to go, a 9-point lead for Jal, and two more opportunity for 2 points for Tatum. So, with the ball, let's see what he does with the first shot. Puts it in. He is 2 of 3 from the line so far. 8-point lead, could make it 7 with this second shot. Puts it up and does draw blood, puts it in as well. 19-12 is the score. Crossing the timeline, 1:17 to go. Zane Lujan with the shot, misses off the front. Daniel Ornelas with it, could not get the rebound, and instead goes over to Salazar. And Tatum comes back the other way with 1:04 to go in the first half. Loses the handle, Navarrete gets it, another steal for him. Goes back the other way for Jal, and a turnover 4. That is going to be for Tatum. Up quickly for misses the wrong thing. Trying to grab the handle and could not, but missed the shot. Rebound by Salazar, and a Faulkner turnover, steal, and back again for Salazar. So a couple of turnovers right there, back to back. Nobody scoring, nobody taking advantage. Body's on the floor as this time around, once again, Jason Tucker hits the ground or the floor. And I think it's going to be a push foul against Jal. Not going to be a shooting foul. 29.9 seconds remaining. Steven Cervantes going in. And will be Jaden coming back out again. Referee explaining is it's two-shot, I believe is what he's trying to say, instead of an inbound. So on the line to shoot two will be Jason Tucker. And that was against Ramos, his second. That one drops in after it hits the back, falls in. So Jason Tucker with his first shot. And it's going to be on the free throw line. Drops them both. 2 for 2 on the line is Tucker. With 26 seconds remaining, Jal with the ball. Over to Faulkner. Thought about going inside, instead gets it to Cervantes, drives the lane. It will be a foul. Looks like that'll be a shot foul, and against, let's see, that'll be Derek Miller. So on the line to shoot two will be Steven Cervantes. He is 2 for 2 from the line so far today. 19-14, 5-point lead. Here comes the first one off the back of the rim. 16.9 seconds remaining. One more opportunity for Steven, who is now 2 of 3 from the line. Second opportunity, up and misses off the side. 2 of 4 from the line. That's not going to bode well, apparently. But we're going to go back the other way. 10 seconds to go now. Tatum with the ball. Feeding it back out again. He's got 4 now as he loses the handle, throws it back, throws up a 3, and misses off the side. That was going to be for Salazar, but instead it was a nice little pass from Mariscal, but could not make it count. We're going to the halftime with a 5-point lead, 19-14. We're going to go into the halftime, talk about what's going on, and be back in just a minute as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network. Thanks for watching and stick around.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
All right, we have first quarter score was 10-5, Jal in the lead. Second quarter was a 9-9 score, and that was done by both sides. 19-14 is your halftime score, and for the scorers, let's start off with Eduardo, who has 5 points, 3 of 4 from the line, and I'd say that would be 3 points. So let's see. So I may be missing 2 here. 2 for Anthony Montez. 4 points for Mariscal, who apparently is leading. 3 points for Derek Miller. And it was Mariscal actually who had the first 4 points of the game on the 10-4 run in the first. Let me double check. That was 10-5 actually in the end, but 10-4, and Tatum was able to get one more point before the first quarter ended. Actually, it does that up. All right. So we have 2 points, 2 for 2 from the line from Jason Tucker. And Derek Miller has a bucket and 1 of 2 from the line. 3 points for him as well. So for the other side, I know I'm missing 2 points on this one. I know it's Zane Lujan, but it is David Navarrete. I've got him with 7 points. Oh, that's where it's at. And 2 on the line. So 9 points for him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But 4 points for Daniel Ornelas. I know he's got 2 buckets. And 2 for 4 from the line for Steven Cervantes. Also has a bucket on for himself as well. So let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in scoring position or scoring for the Jal Panthers. 3:25 to go, and it seems like this thing is just going almost as fast as it did yesterday in Loving. 19-14 is the score. We're getting into the third quarter here in minutes. Be back in a moment right here on the Jal Panther Network.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Have a nice following over here from the Jal Panther faithful as we have 95 seconds to go before the third quarter. I love the fact that some people duck right after they've already been shot on camera, but nevertheless so. It is going to be the start of the third quarter. 19-14 once again, a 5-point lead for Jal as they are getting ready to get this thing started. Actually, they're coming out now. Jal's going to have to continue to maintain just like they did against Eunice as far as the lead, and they got that before the end. Actually, they had it in the first quarter. So it's been started off strong with Tatum, but they were just only one score at that point, 4-0, before Jal turned it on and had a 10-0 run, or 10-1 run in the end. So we're going to see if Navarrete can keep up the pace. Maybe Zayden Lujan will come in and start playing lights out ball. Cervantes has been doing pretty well as well, as it was Daniel Ornelas. Let's never count out Ian Faulkner. Starters coming out again, both sides. Jason Tucker out there, along with Derek Miller. Be Salazar, Montez, Anthony, and that would be, Griffin. That's right. Can't forget Mr. Griffin. Inbound of the ball will be Tatum. We're going to start the third quarter. Here we go. Thanks for being here. as they get the clock fixed. Yes, they did. And the inbound will go in the backcourt to Griffin. Working against Faulkner. Montez, and back over to Salazar. Salazar to Griffin, inside, back out to Salazar again, over to Griffin, left wing, top of the arc to Salazar, as it is a 2-3 zone, is what Jal is working on right now. Inside, tries to get it up, and will be drawing the foul instead for Derek Miller. And quickly, with 7:29 to go, 31 seconds off the clock, and Cervantes with another foul. Shooting foul on the line to shoot 2 will be Derek Miller. He is 1 of 2 from the line, 3 points altogether for him in the first. This one will go in. 2 of 3 from the line now. Down to a 5-point lead once again. Actually, a 4-point lead once again. Second one also good. 2 for 2 from the line on that visit. 19-16, the 3-point lead. Daniel Ornelas loses the handle, but does pick it back up again. Over to Faulkner on the left wing. Pushes it around, and finally is going to get it to, uses up his dribble to Zayden Lujan. Goes inside, gets it back out to Navarrete. He's going to push it to the top of the arc, go to the left. Inside to Daniel Ornelas, loses it off his foot, but Cervantes with the ball back over to Faulkner as he's able to track it down as well. To the right wing, 3 on the way from Navarrete off the front of the rim, and Ornelas with the rebound. Navarrete with the ball now, back over to Zayden Lujan. Dribbles it, trying to get around his defender, which is Keith. And now back over to Navarrete. Instead, speeds it inside to Steven Cervantes. Back out again. Almost lost the handle as he was going forward, but Faulkner was able to get the ball. Ian now on the right wing, gets it back to Faulkner. Gets double teamed as well, and going to go ahead and pass that right into the hands and arms of Montez. Turnover for Jal. 3-pointer on the way on the right wing, and it's going to be missed by Griffin. Rebound will be a long one for Derek Miller. To the left-hand side to Salazar. Salazar back to Griffin. Griffin off the top of the arc. Inside, back out again. Deflected, and Navarrete playing a little volleyball. Could not get it back to himself. It is back to Montez. Anthony with the ball to the left wing. Salazar for 3 on the way off the front of the rim. Rebound will be, would have been Steven Cervantes, but instead goes out of bounds. Last touch by him, so Tatum with the ball still. 5:42 to go, 16-19 is the score. Still a 3-point lead for Jal as they have not scored in this third quarter. 3-pointer on the way on the left wing off the front of the rim will be rebounded by Zayden Lujan. That shot was taken by Mariscal. That's Aaron Mariscal. Kick ball as he was trying to pass underneath to Zekas Ramirez, but instead, Ramos, and that'll be Anthony Montez with the kick ball. So Jal still with the ball and control underneath the basket. Cervantes set up for 2 under that inbound. Nicely done. I think somebody said that's the easiest way to get 2 is to inbound it and put it up underneath the basket. So 21-16, a 5-point lead once again. Back to it. Tatum with the ball. The first score of Jal's second half. Looks like Artesia beat Lovington on that one as the steal from Navarrete. Gets his own rebound after missing that one. Turns around, tries again, and didn't get the bounce on that one. Goes out to Cervantes actually that was Ornelas to Cervantes for a shot. Misses that one as well, and they'll be rebounded by Derek Miller. Back over to Salazar, going to go right wing inside, going to get double teamed, and will be jump ball. I thought that was going to be a walk, but instead it'll be a jump ball. Arrow goes to, looks like that is going to be Jal. So Jal will be inbound the ball. Turnover will be for Tatum. 4:41 to go, and still not a lot of scoring yet as these two teams are toughing it out on the defense. Or maybe just struggling a little bit on the offense. Either way, 21-16. Ramos over to Daniel. Inside to Steven. Loses the handle. Finally gets picked up, and he loses his footing as it is Aaron Mariscal. And a push foul will go against Cervantes, his third. Steven as he comes out of the game. In the hands of Salazar as he's going to inbound the ball. Looks like that was coming in. It's going to be Jaden Cervantes. So Cervantes replaced Cervantes. Back inside, going to go underneath to Jason. Jason had to push it back out again, and that'll be a walk for number 4. That'll be Anthony Montez. Turnover for Tatum, back the other way for Jal as they're going to be inbounding the ball in the back court. On the side, near me. To Navarrete. Sorry, not Navarrete. Yeah, Navarrete, sorry. And then Daniel Ornelas has it to Ramas. Up for 2. Nice little floater. Missed it, though, and it's going to be rebounded by, that'll be Montez going the other way. 10 with the ball on the right wing. Turns around, puts up a shot. That'll be missed. That'll be by Aaron. Out of bounds, last touched, and it'll be Tatum ball as Jal touched the ball last. And inside, Griffin for a long, just beyond the free throw line, misses it. Rebound by Zayden Lujan. Lujan finally tracks down the ball as he was able to get the dribble back against Salazar. He's going to drive the lane, get it up, and misses off the side. It was rebound by Steven, but he did miss it. Griffin with the ball the other way quickly as he runs the lane, puts up a nice little floater, and he bounces it off the back for a nice touch on the glass. 2 more points for Griffin. That is his first points of the game. 21-18 3-point difference once again as it is 3:17 to go in the third. Saw this a little bit last week against Eunice. Zane Lujan with the ball and gets it back out again to Steven. Daniel, 3-pointer on the way, misses, and rebounded will be a tough one against Mariscal as he gets it across the timeline quickly. He's going to pass it over and throw it out of bounds to Jason Tucker. Could not handle that pass. And with 2:55 to go, 21-18 3-point lead, Jal is going to inbound the ball. That'll be Daniel Ornelas. Daniel with the ball over to Navarrete once again. We work against Griffin, both 5-on-5. And now Ramos over to Daniel Ornelas. Zane has the ball. He's trying to feed it to Ornelas, but instead goes to the left for a 3-pointer on the way from Davian, and he misses. Rebound as they're both on the floor, Daniel Ornelas, and it'll be, unfortunately, a rebound foul for Ornelas. Going back the other way, 2:30 to go, 21-18. And inbound the ball will be Tatum, as it is Salazar who was there waiting for it. It looks like that'll be Montez. Montez to Salazar. Goes inside underneath, puts the shot up, missed, and it will be Zekas Ramas with the rebound. Zane Lujan back over to Daniel Ornelas. 3-pointer on the way, and bingo, strings are strong. 3-pointer, first one for Ramos. Back across the line is Salazar. Over to Griffin, and to the left. Back to Griffin inside. Lost the handle, and Ornelas with the steal. Going back the other way for Jal. 24-18 is the score. Or 24-18 is the score. Navarrete with the ball will be lost, but it does get off the, I don't know if it's the leg or the foot. No, it'll be a foul instead. Looks like that actually might have been, nope, that would have been against Tatum. So on the line is going to be Zane Lujan to inbound the ball. Coming out will be Ramos after that 3-pointer he just made a moment ago. 24-18 once again, a minute 34 to go in the third quarter, and it'll be Zane Lujan inbounding the ball. Over to Daniel Ornales, who was able to get it. Back to Zayden on the left wing. Zane backing up a little bit, trying to get some movement from his offense. Instead, gets it over to Jaden. Loses the handle on that one, but is picked up by Navarrete. And Davian to his left wing. Over to Daniel Ornales. Zane with the ball, top of the arc now. Against, that is going to be Montez. Working against Salazar, puts up a shot, misses, and will be Montez with the rebound. All the way coast to coast, Griffin with the ball and misses the shot. Rebound by Faulkner as he should have been bodied up, but that was not a foul. Over to Navarrete, to Zane Lujan. 45 seconds to go. Zayden with the drive, puts it up. Off front of the rim, no good. Would be rebounded. That'll be by Mariscal. Aaron with the ball across the timeline. Going to run the lane, get triple teamed, and he's going to draw the foul as he misses his shot, rolls off the front of the rim. But he will go to the line to shoot two. Mariscal, first time on the line for him. As that one goes against Zayden Lujan for the foul. 24-18. First one is a miss. One more opportunity. 32.6 seconds remaining. This thing is going quick. 8:37 on the clock. Hobbs does win again against Roswell at home, 60-50. So they did well. Hobbs, once again, the Eagles flying high. Second one goes out of bounds. No rebound off that second free throw miss. Daniel apparently touched it last, so it'll go back to Tatum. And an inbound that goes bad and goes to Tatum, or goes to Jal. Navarrete going to drive the lane, come around again, go back to Ramos, who's going to put up a three on the way and drain it. So nice assist from Navarrete and 3 points. That's the second one of the game for Ramos. Right, that's the second in the half. Oh, we got a player down, and I don't like to see that. We're going to have a timeout, official timeout, as Montez is on the floor and hurting badly. So we've got 2.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And let's fix the score. 26-18 is the score, 8-point difference. So he will be off for a moment. He's taking off his shoe, may have been an ankle or something. Nevertheless, though, don't want to see anybody get hurt. He's going to try to walk it off, maybe. Yep. He's limping. With 1.8 seconds remaining, it goes out of bounds. Last touch either by 5 or by 5, so that would either be Griffin or Navarrete, and it looks like Jal will retain the ball. Navarrete, he's going to put up a shot, going to be short, and will be going into the fourth quarter. 26-18 is the score. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network. Thanks for watching.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Well, Jal in the lead, not the way you want to play a game, but it is the way you want to lead a game. Once again, to score 26-18. We got the right score. Now we got to get the right quarter, and that is the fourth. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Ron Gunner, working the camera all alone, and luckily I don't have to worry about scoring as well. That is up to Jal. Speaking of which, apparently I have that a little too loose as it falls backwards. So there we go. There's just like with offense and defense, there's a fine touch you got to use to be able to get the right amount of pressure. Not too much and not too little. If you use too little, you lose a lot of things, and too much, and you are going to be looking stiff. So 8 minutes to go in this game. It has been a while since Tatum has won a district game, as they are 5-15 on the season. Whereas Jal not much better, 8 now, 8 and 13, but still 3 better than Tatum. So hoping to see a good game in the fourth quarter as maybe we'll see Montez back into it. Taking the ball across the timeline for Tatum as they inbounded it to start the fourth quarter. 3 ball on the way off the side of the rim, and the rebound will go out. Last touch looks like that was by Derek Miller. No, actually it was going to be by Cervantes. So inbound the ball will be Tatum, 7:45 to go. All the way over to Griffin, who is on the right wing. Now the right corner. Tried to find it. It did get it to Griffin after all. Loses the handle and will be stolen by David Navarrete, who is trying to be Salazar on him. Ornelas with the ball now as he crossed the timeline over to Ramos, to Cervantes, to the top of the arc. Thought about a 3. Instead, he's going to drive inside. Maybe, yep, nope. He's going to go to Zane Lujan instead. Navarrete did. And to Steven Cervantes. Back out to Navarrete. He's going to drive the lane, get a couple of bites on that one, and he's going to get the foul drawn against him. Of course, that was the one that was airborne. That is going to be Derek Miller. Miller with a foul, his second, I believe. Navarrete first shot up and will make. So far, he is 3 of 3 from the line. One more opportunity for Davian. He had a really good game, and he's having a good game this time around as well. Had a couple of trays in the first half. Going back the other way. Inside and back out again to the right wing, and that'll be in the hands of Myerscough. Aaron passing it across, and there's no way he was going to be able to get that one. Another helium pass, this time from the guys, as Montez just watched it go, well, barely watched it go over his head. So turnover for Tatum. 6:58 to go. Just a minute 2 off this fourth. Ramos with the ball, gets it knocked out of his hands, and it looks like it'll be Jal ball once again off of Aaron Mariscal. Zane Lujan going to inbound it with 6:47 to go. Back to Zane Lujan from Navarrete. He's going to work it inside, loses the handle, and it will be picked up by, that is going to be Aaron. Going to run the lane, and let's see, a shot is going to be up, but he's going to miss. He is going to draw the foul, though. Let's see who's going to be drawing it against. That'll be against Steven Cervantes. His 4th. So one more, and he's going to be out. 2 on the line. That'll be for Aaron. He is 0 for 2 from the line so far. He made that one, of course. 27-19. Not the game I'm sure that Tatum wanted to see either. They still are mathematically in it, 9 points down. Second shot is up, and this will be, there are 2 points they get so far in this quarter. 7-point lead as that goes out of bounds. Last touch looked like by Montez. Anthony with an attempt to steal the ball, but instead, Jaden will be inbounding it as he is back in the game. Full court press to Jaden Cervantes. Does get it across, lost the handle. He's able to get it to Ornelas, and over to Ramos. Zekas to their left, and that is to Zane Lujan. And a steal. He's going to take it all the way, looks like, coast to coast. He's going to lay it up and put it in. Yep, Montez is going to get his 4 points in this half. Zane with the ball, going back and forth, or going stop and go. That's actually Navarrete to Ramos, over to Steven. Actually, that's Jaden. Oh man, messing my names up. Jaden for 3 on the right wing, in and out, and will be rebounded by David Navarrete over to Ramos. A long 2, and he does drop it in after he gets the assist from Navarrete. So Ramos with another shot. He has Let's see, that is 8 points in this quarter, or in this half, I mean. 5:20 to go. Let's go ahead and fix that three, that is. And actually, that's going to be 3 threes for, or actually 3 threes for Jal, I believe. 5:20, 30-22, 8-point lead. Big haul as it goes the other way. And Navarrete is able to track it down. Underneath the basket is going to be Faulkner, double teamed, and he's going to draw the foul. Let's see who they get that against. So 3 threes for Zekas, as it is going to be drawn against Jason Tucker. I believe that's his second. So floor foul, 5-16, 8-point lead, and inbound of the ball will be Zayden Lujan. Navarrete thought about a three, instead goes inside, gets double team, gets it over to Zayden Lujan all alone. Does not get it to drop, but does get Ornelas with the rebound and put back in. 2 more points for him. And that is his first bucket of the game. Timeout on the floor. 5:01 to go. 32-22. Let's take one with it. Make sure everything is right. There we go. As we continue coverage right here on the Jal Sports Network. Thanks for watching. Be back in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Coming back after a break, that's what I thought was going to happen too, as I was trying to fix it, but couldn't do both. So 5:01 to go, and Jal with the lead and a timeout. Coach Lujan giving him some more instructions, trying to figure out how to get this Tatum team in the rear view and trying to get the victory, of course, for the district game. Let's see, inbound of the ball will be, looks like that'll be Tatum on this side. So let's go over there and join the progress with 5 to go. Montez with the ball. Crosses the timeline, gets it over to Salazar. Salazar back to Montez. Goes to his right wing to Griffin. Griffin going to use up his dribble and lose the ball, but not before a whistle. So it looks like Navarrete is going to get the ball, but instead it'll be a foul, a push foul against Daniel Ornelas, his fourth, and went from 2 to 4. So inbound of the ball with 4:42 to go will be Tatum up for 3, and that'll be an air ball, but rebounded by Jason Tucker. He's going to get a push foul, and that'll put him on the line to shoot 2. He is 2 for 2 from the line so far. I think this is his first attempts in the second. And so that'll be Steven Cervantes. No, that'll be Daniel Ornelas who's fouled out. So Daniel fouled out. I don't think he had any points in this game. Lesso shaking the coach's hand. First shot up and missed for Jason Tucker. 2 of 3 so far in this game. One more opportunity as he's had 2 of those in the first half. 3 of 4 now. 4:38, 32-23, a 9-point difference once again, and a full court press just about as he gets in the hands of Navarrete, trying to get it across the timeline before 10, loses the handle again, and will be a timeout for Jal. Just could not, wasn't certain he was going to be able to get it across the timeline in time, and so called the timeout before losing the ball. 4:26 to go. We've got a 9-point lead. Jal in the lead here in Tatum, Mexico. We want to thank our sponsors, of course, without whom we would not be able to put these on the air. Thanks to Woolworth Library, along with Panther Energy. We've got Mamacitas to thank as well, along with Iron Horse Grill, Eunice Pump and Supply, and, of course, Jal Public Schools, the municipal schools. Thank you all for your support. Without, of course, we would not be able to put these on the air, and that's exactly what we like to do for you. Free of charge, whether it be on HobbsAmerica.com or YouTube. Yep, you can watch it now or anytime afterwards. It is always available for you, whether it's on your phone, on your app, and of course, if you want to, always subscribe to Jal Sports on the YouTube, and then you can find out when these games are played and where to find them. Actually, they come to you at that point. Jal inbounding the ball will be over to Ian Faulkner. He's going to go up against, that is going to be by Montez. Gets it across to Zane Lujan, put up for a shot. Jaden misses, rebound by Faulkner. Another one by Cervantes. This time he does get the nice roll in. 2 points, and that is going to be for Steven Cervantes. And that is 4 points, 4 of his points, all in the second half. Bad pass once again, goes over the head of Griffin, and couldn't get that helium pass with 3:57 to go. It is 34-23, an 11-point lead once again. Substitution coming in will be Derek Miller. Going in, coming out will be Mariscal. So these two coaches with different philosophies, but definitely with one goal in mind. St. Lujan with the ball, got it after inbounding it. Gets across the timeline. 3:50 to go. Turns to his right, passes it off on the right elbow to Navarrete, over to Steven Cervantes. Now to the left to Faulkner. Inside to nicely done to Jaden as he gets 2 more points off the assist. Back across again. That is going to be 2 more points for Jal, 36-24. Now to Griffin inside, underneath, and Miller tried to turn around but could not get it. And a nice little teardrop off the back of the rim will be rebounded and tried to put back up again for Jason Tucker. And instead, he's going to draw the foul and go on the line to shoot 2. That was a shooting foul. To Cervantes. Let's see how many he has. He may foul out as well at the end of all of this. First one is up and missed. A little confusion on that one. It was 2 of 2, and it was only the first one. So, so that ended up being a no-go. Let's see, that was for Tucker. Actually, I guess he got both. So, yep, missed it. Oh, that was the and one. That's right. That's right. So the and one missed. He is 1 of 3. Let's go back the other way as the ball is in the front court for Jal. Faulkner gets double teamed. He's going to draw the foul. Looks like no. Instead, he's going to turn it over, trying to get it past his defenders, and instead, Jal turns the ball over with 2:52 remaining. 36-25 is the score. 9-point difference. Jal still in the lead. They've pretty much had it since the first. Nice little shot, misses off the front. That'll be for Aaron Mariscal, and it'll be rebounded by Jal. Zane Lujan with the ball right now as he gets it across the timeline against Salazar. Gets double teamed, trying to work it around. Finally gets no team on him. Back again, punch foul. Nope, none, but Navarrete double teamed as well. And a foul that'll go against Griffin. So after some contact, finally a ball is called. 2:25 to go, 11-point lead once again, and inbound the ball will be Zane Lujan. Over to Jaden. Cervantes with the ball, working against Griffin as he hands it off to his left elbow. To Ramos, gets a screen, and will hand it off to Zane Lujan. Getting double teamed, tried to get past it, but instead hits the floor, and that'll be against, looks like that'll be Anthony Montez. Still not in bonus yet, I believe. So Zane Lujan once again to inbound the ball. 2:10 to go. Ramos had a lane open for a second. Gets it back to Zayden inside and loses the handle will be Jaden. Jaden knew if he had the ball, he was able to get that layup in, but instead could not handle it. Just under 2 minutes to go, minute 59, and still 36-25. Pass to the right wing. Three-pointer on the way, a huge, and that is going to be all net for Mariscal. That is his first three of the game. In fact, actually, he's got about 36 three-pointers in this season. The leader of the three-pointers for Tatum. It'll be Zayden Lujan up and tried to get that shot to go in was Jaden Cervantes, and instead will be a push foul. And that'll go against. Looks that'll be Jason Tucker, his third. On the line to shoot two will be, I think that's the 8th grader. Yeah, that's going to be Jaden Cervantes. His first opportunities. Takes his time, puts it up, and off the back of the rim. Just a little too much mustard. 1:30 to go, 36-28. 90 seconds before the end of this one, and Tatum still with the opportunity to be able to get into this game, but they need to get the ball to make some shots. Right now, a second of two for Jaden, the 8th grader. Taking his time once again. Gonna put that up on the lefty, and in and out. Be rebounded by, that'll be Mariscal. Aaron with the ball. Over to, fake the handoff to Salazar. Instead, will put up a three, and off the side of the backboard. Rebound was going to be by Derek Miller, and he's going to go to the line as he gets fouled. The foul will go against. That is going to be Jaden Cervantes. So it'll be on the line to shoot two, Derek Miller. He is 3 of 4 from the line. He is 2 for 2 in this half. In fact, actually in the quarter. 1:15 to go. First one is up, and will drop right on in. Nothing but net. Reducing it to 7. Tries to get it back down to 6 again for Tatum, as one more for Miller. Going out will be Faulkner. And that one is going to drop in too, rattle in. 6-point lead, full court press. Zayden Lujan with the ball. Now to Jaden, over to Navarrete. Front court, three-pointer. Nope, he's going to go ahead and fake it to Zayden Lujan. And a bump foul or a timeout. That's a timeout. Zayden trying to get around his defender, but no, it is a bump foul, so it'll be Zayden on the line to shoot two, 36-30. I think this is the first opportunity for Zayden today. So first one is going to be off the back of the board. No good. 36-30, 58.8 seconds remaining. One more opportunity as that one was against. That is Salazar, his first foul of the game. Faulkner getting ready to go in. Second one is up and off the back, same spot. Rebound by Tatum, and that is going to be by Aaron Mariscal. Mariscal with 3 on the way and misses. Zayden Lujan with the rebound. Double team in the backcourt. Triple team now as he gets it over to Navarrete. Almost be hit by Ramos, but instead gets back to Ramos. And will be a foul against Anthony Montez, his third. So still some fouls to give for Tatum. Actually, nope, it's going to go to the line to shoot two. So Jal is in the bonus. To the line is Zekas Ramos. His first opportunity and it gets in for the free throw. Eunice beat Hageman 43-19. I'm guessing that's the boys. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them as we get more information about what's going on around the county. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Jal Panther Network.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Lady Cardinals won over the Lady Hickman Bobcats by a score of 39-17. It was Hobbs over Roswell once again. The boys 60 to 50. Artesia whooped up on Lovington, and that is the boys as well, 74-39, as Ramos gets one more opportunity on the line with 33.1 seconds and a 7-point lead. Also have Eunice once again, that score 43-19, that was the boys. Second shot is missed, rebounded by Jal and Jaden Cervantes. Gets it over to Faulkner. Actually, that is Zane Lujan. And it will be a foul against Keith Griffin, his third. So Zane Lujan on the line to shoot two. He did not do well in the last time. He was 0 for 2 in the last trip. Let's see if he can redeem himself in this one with 23.7 seconds remaining. First one is up. Off front of the rim. Misses. Something to work on for Friday, as Loving will be the next opponent for Jal. It'll be at home, so Jal will be playing at home against Loving. Just played them yesterday, and it seems like, because of the snowstorm, that's what happens sometimes. Second one does go in, so 1 of 4 from the line for Mr. Lujan. Catching the ball, that'll be in the hands now of Mariscal. Turns around, gets a long two, going to get fouled on that one as well, as that was Montez who put up the shot, but will go to the line for the foul. Foul's going to be called against. That'll be by Jaden Cervantes. Cervantes has his third foul. Actually, they're saying he fouled out. So Jaden fouled out as well. That's the second player that fouled out of this game. 15.7 seconds remaining, 38 to 30. On the line to shoot two will be Montez, and he has not been on the line in this game. First one is up and off the front of the rim, misses it badly. Coming in is going to be Zaid Lindman. He has not been in the game, I believe, until now. So coach coaching up the youngster, the 8th grader, as that second one goes in for Montez. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him as we continue coverage right here. It is 38-31. We have a time of 15.7 seconds remaining in the game. Thanks for watching. Be back in a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
We are back. 15.7 seconds remaining, a 7-point lead, and it is Jal inbounding the ball. Expect to see a quick foul. That looks like it'll be going against Keith Griffin, his fourth. Let me double check on that one. Nope, that'll be his fifth. He'll be fouling out as well. Nope, 4. They changed it back from 5 to 4, so he is still in the game. Going to the line now to shoot two will be David Navarrete. Let's see what his numbers look like. He is a perfect 4 of 4. Two in the first and 2 in the second. This opportunity will be another point for him. 5 of 5 from the line. 39 points, haven't broken 40 yet. One more, and here it comes. In and out, so he misses that one. Rebound will be, I'm not sure, but it looks like that was Tatum with the ball. Gives it across, 4 seconds to go, three-pointer on the way, and drains it. I believe that was going to be for Mariscal, and yes. So a timeout on the floor. We've got 1.2 seconds remaining in a 5-point game. Unlikely that Tatum would be able to score 5 in that time zone, but our time limit, but you never know, as the Lady Panthers are heading towards the exits. So once again, 39-34 is the score off that three-pointer from Mariscal. That was Aaron. That was 2 that he's had in this second half. Did not have one or any in the first half. He is the leader of three-pointers for this team. He shoots about 28%, I believe, or 27% from the field for threes. So not a great percentage, but then again, that's pretty much the average you're going to get for three-point shooters. Had all this information, but you know. Anyway, 1.2 seconds remaining, and that's the information you want to know right now. Who is winning and who is going to walk away with the victory on this one? Looks like it'll be 5-16 for the record of the season for Tatum. And Jal will improve to 9-13 with a 4-2 record in district. Zay Lujan with the ball. Actually, they went to 3 minutes, or 3 seconds. That'll be a buzzer. So that'll be it. 5-point victory, 39-34 is what we've got. We're going to talk to you more as we get into the next game in just a moment. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with all the coverage, highlights, and everything else that's going on with this game. And I will be returning in a moment. Get you a little bit of commercial breaks, let you know what's going on. Thanks again for watching.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
All right, we are back. Thank you very much for being here. As next game for Jal will be Loving. We have Tatum, I think. Let me double check there. I had them on the schedule, but you don't bring your stuff. That doesn't bode well. But for the girls and the boys, their next game is going to be scheduled. Actually, I think I saw on Max Preps it was Fort Sumner. So it's either going to be Fort Sumner on Thursday or Hageman on Friday. So they may have back-to-back games. Nevertheless, though, it is, once again, final score for Jal winning. So for the scoring, let's go ahead and get that real quick before we go. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to do the girls, but I will do that for the Loving game next week. Yes, come on. It's fun when the camera does stuff that it's not supposed to do. Oh, here we go. So let's go with Tatum, as they're the home team, but they're also not Jal. Let's see, it was 3 of 4 from the line, 6 points, and that is going to be 4 with a tray for Salazar. I know how to fix this. Here we go. Get the highlights real quick out of the way. 5 points with 1 or 2 from the line from Montez. 2 buckets for him. 9 points, so nobody in double figures for the squad. For Keith Griffin, I believe, had 2 points. 9 points once again for Mariscal Aaron. He looked like he would have gotten that one. He did get the tray at the end, but not enough. 2 of 4 from the line. 5 of 6 from the line was what Derek Miller did. It was Jason Tucker had some shots on the line. 3 of 5 from the line. Got 5 points altogether, so he had a bucket as well. And that's how they got their score of 34. For Jal, let's get them real quick, and then we'll be out of here. Of course, again, like I said, next opponent will be Loving. So the leading scorer for Jal, they had we had 1 in double figures. That is going to be Navarrete. He had 10 points, 3 of 6 from the line, so he could have had more. Did have a tray and 2 buckets. It is going to be 8 points. Going to be for Ramos. He had 1 tray. I thought he had 2, but he had only 1. 1 or 2 from the line. 8 points is what he had. 2 buckets. 8 points again for Ornelas. 4 buckets for him. No, nothing on the line. 0 for 2 from Jaden Cervantes. 2 points for him. And it is Steven Cervantes with 2 of 4 from the line and 8 points, 3 buckets for him as well. 1 point for Zayden Lujan, 1 of 4 from the line, and 1 bucket for Ian Faulkner. He had 2 points, and that is the way it worked out. We're going to go ahead in this one. Back again on Friday. I think, like I said, I'm not sure about Tatum. It has shows on Thursday, and then they have a game on Friday. So I'm not sure if Fort Sumner is a real one or not. I've seen those before, and they seem to be playing them. So definitely, and it seems Fort Sumner is, for whatever reason, getting those extra games. Nevertheless, though, I am Ron Gunner. Thanks again to the station for making sure that this went through. Evie, thank you very much. And for all the other games that were going on, let me double-check to see if there's any last-second updates on that Hobbs girls game. I'm sure they won in Roswell. No update yet. Actually, let's go ahead and cheat. So the Hobbs Lady Eagles against Roswell. And that final score, 69-19. Yes, 50-point win for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate you being here. We'll be back on Friday as we take on Loving in Jal. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the support on the sponsors as well as back home at the One Radio Square. My name's Ron Gunner. Take care.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.